take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Yeah, I mean, watching clips and whatnot, I think for us, we just have to have confidence as a kill. I think, they've obviously had the upper hand in special teams, and especially when their power play's been out there. For us, we got to, go out there and have confidence and play free and have a little more instinct to our game and go out there, and that's when we're killing our best. So.
We deal in reality here. This is Rogers Game Night, courtesy of Rogers, proud partner and fan of the Edmonton Oilers. And we will tell you this, the Kings have been better than Edmonton. They're up 2-0, and Game 2 wasn't close. It was all LA. They were better in every facet of the game. On route to a 6-2 victory. Let's bring aboard inside the game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, do you buy the theory a series doesn't start till you lose at home?
Well, yeah, I know. All my buddies are Oiler fans. We text all the time, and there's a lot of doom and gloom, but my words to them are, we haven't played a home game yet. The Oilers haven't been able to play in front of their crazy fans yet, where they'll jack them up. This series is nowhere close to being done. The Oilers were the second best team in Game 1. They were the second best team in Game 2. But this is a series of the first of 4 wins. The Edmonton Oilers are behind the 8 ball, but a win tonight, and all of a sudden things start to feel a lot better if you're an Oiler fan. This will be a big game for the Edmonton Oilers. I believe they're going to come out flying. I predict they'll score a goal in the first 5-6 minutes. This place will go absolutely nuts. It's almost like you can picture it. The first shift or first 2 shifts, Connor McDavid's out there. He will be absolutely flying. And I don't know if the LA Kings will be able to contain him early in this game.
Calvin Pickard gets the start. Your thoughts?
Well, Calvin Pickard could have played the last 2 games. The way the Oilers were defensively, it wasn't going to be a difference. But what they need out of Calvin Pickard is a big save at some point. There were 0 bad goals scored against Stuart Skinner, but he didn't make the one save that they needed, taking away an LA King goal. That's what they're going to need from Calvin Pickard in this hockey game. But I think Calvin Pickard just has to realize, just be Calvin Pickard. Don't get too jacked up. Don't think you got to be more than you are. Just play the way you did all season long. Calvin had a fantastic year. He wants to continue that here tonight.
Lots of gamesmanship going on in this series. The Kings have been incredibly disciplined.
100%. They're turning their cheek. I think the Kings have learned. You take penalties against the Oilers, you have an early golf season.
Guess what Edmonton's learning this playoffs? Don't take penalties against LA. 5 for 10 on the power play. The Kings didn't score a power play goal last year, Rob, in the series.
Well, and they changed their power play, and they changed their penalty killing. They had to have better special teams if they were going to beat and compete with the Edmonton Oilers. They have that. And it's funny, all season long, and actually the last 2 years I've talked on air, is how disciplined the Oilers have been. They're frustrated. The expectation of where they are and where they should be right now is different, and it's led to frustration in the games and led to bad penalties. They've got to stay out of the box. LA's power play is for real. These are not lucky goals they're scoring. They've got a talented group of 5 forwards. So the Edmonton Oilers, they play 5-on-5. Play 5-on-5, play between the whistles. And if you do that, you can have success. But the Edmonton Oilers have to be much better, Bob, defensively. They have given up too many easy opportunities to the LA Kings. You can't give up 3-on-2s and 2-on-1s.
All right, that's Rob Brown with the Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Built Ford proud. We'll have more with Rob Brown and Bryn Griffiths coming up during the end of the roll. First intermission. The Edmonton Oilers are coming on the ice, and we will carry that live right here, right now. The Edmonton Oilers and the LA Kings, Game 3. The Oilers down 2-0. Pretty much a do or die tonight. 40ers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Up next.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers.
737373, Pizza 73.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command.
This is OilCountry. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Oilers trail the Los Angeles Kings 2-0. Tonight we got Game 3. Good evening. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Brendan Escott. We are the Oilers Radio Network. We're going to order starting lineup, and it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Adam Henrique with Evander Kane and Connor Brown. On defense, it'll be Darnell Nurse and Brett Kulak. In goal, Calvin Pickard. For the Kings, Philip Deneau with Warren Fogle and Trevor Moore. On defense, Mikey Anderson and Drew Doughty. In goal, it's Darcy Kemper. Dan O'Rourke and Frederic Lequier, they are the referees. Jesse Marquis and David Brisbois, they're on the lines as we get set to go here at Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton. The Oilers down 2-0 to the Kings in this first round series. And the Oilers desperately looking for a victory here tonight to pull them right back into this series with the Kings. We drop the puck. We're underway. Anderson will blast the puck into the Edmonton zone. Nurse behind the net to Kulak. Now up the right wing to Connor Brown. He'll get it out through the middle to Nurse. Over the center ice line. He'll dump it into the Kings zone. Brown on the right wing corner. In behind the net to Evander Kane. To Connor Brown, to Kane, a shot, and that goes wide of the goal to the right wing point. Kulak will keep it in. In behind the net for Henrique. To the left wing point to Nurse. A little snapshot to the side of the goal. Kane works in behind it. To the right wing point to Kulak, but it hopped over his stick, and the Edmonton Oilers have to regroup. Nurse will shoot it in. Kemper gloves it, leaves it for Anderson. Up the left wing for LaFerriere. Off the boards and in, and goes after it in the left wing corner. Right side, trying to get it to Fiala, but Nugent Hopkins there first for Edmonton. Puck goes to the corner. Now Fiala in behind the net in front of the goal. It gets to the slot. Byfield turns, shoots it, kicked out by Pickard with a right pad. It's in behind the net. LaFerriere centering pass. Klingberg broken up for the Oilers. It'll get to the line and come out.
Oilers have Nugent Hopkins starting the game with McDavid, not Draisaitl.
Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Wallman's got it behind the net. We're a minute 20 into a scoreless first here in Game 3. Arvidsson out through the middle. In over the Kings line. His pass on the right. That just misses Draisaitl. And Kuzmenko can get it to center ice. Or Doughty into the Edmonton zone. He's checked and the puck comes to center. On the right wing, Kopitar to Kempe. Kempe will shoot it in. On the right wing, top of the circle, Arvidsson to the line, kept in by Anderson. Todd Colson on the left wing will take a hit from Kopitar, but the puck comes out to center ice. Arvidsson to Draisaitl into the Kings zone, now to Nurse on the right wing, a shot, and that's just off of Kemper and goes out of play.
Well, Oilers got to be smart and disciplined. LA has been. They've induced a couple calls. The Kings have been better in every facet. Obviously, 5 for 10 on the power play. The Oilers are 0 for 5. This is an Edmonton power play. 45% the last 3 years against the Kings on the power play in the playoffs. So the Kings have been better on special teams. The Kings have drawn more calls because they've been more disciplined. And frankly, they've had a degree of gamesmanship. You have to credit them. And Edmonton's got to get to LA's level in a hurry in this series.
Face off to the left of Kemper at 24 saves in that 6-2 win over the Oilers on Wednesday. Janmark taking the draw against Fogle, the former Edmonton Oiler. Janmark wins the draw. Emberson off the right wing boards to the right wing side. Perry got it to the Frederick got it to the line, and the puck goes to Perry behind the net. Perry to the left wing point to Kulak. Shot doesn't get through. Here's Frederick with a chance and a glove save made by Kemper. He holds on. Trent Frederick with a glorious opportunity.
And that one hit Joel Edmondson and bit him hard, and then had a lucky ricochet right to Trent Frederick. And Edmondson is going to try to gut. No, he's going underneath, and he's an important defenseman for them. Another one of the strong pickups that Rob Blake made in the offseason. Fogle obviously worked out. 24 goals plus 36. This whole team's a plus. And they had a plus 44 goal differential. Edmonton had a plus 23. It's almost surprising that the two teams finished with 48 wins. But LA had a really good final quarter. The Oilers did not, partially because of injury. Kings have had a lot more players play together, and that synchronicity was apparent the first 2 games of this series.
Puck to the right wing point. Bouchard into the corner to McDavid. McDavid off the right wing, back to the line, but off a stick of Kuzmenko, and it goes down the ice. Pickard smacks it over to the left wing. Nurse got it out to the neutral zone. Bouchard just over center on the right wing. Put it high in the air and in. It bounces into the left wing corner of Kings territory. McDavid behind the net to the side. It comes in front. Scores! Ryan Nugent-Hopkins! He goes stick side on Kemper. It's 1-0 Oilers.
Well, there's a sequence there where Evan Bouchard, he had perfect draw weight on a high dump, and McDavid won the puck battle down low as the Oilers reunite Nugent-Hopkins, McDavid, and Draisaitl. McDavid short side, and Hyman swung it around, and Nugent-Hopkins elevated the puck up and over the blocker's side of Darcy Kemper. And the Oilers have their first lead of the series here in game number 3.
2:49 into this first period. And the Edmonton Oilers up 1-0 on the Kings. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with his first of the series. Fogle with it at center ice for Los Angeles. Right wing to Moore. Hit the corner glass at the Edmonton bench, and we get the whistle.
Rob Brown mentioned during our Rogers game night show, he said it wouldn't surprise him if Edmonton got one in the first 5 minutes. That's sometimes how these things work out. The Oilers, think about the one victory this year against LA. Edmonton won 1-0. They scored late in the second period in that game. The Oilers have not had a lot of lead time against LA. The final 2 regular season meetings, of course, Edmonton did not have McDavid nor Draisaitl in that game.
Goes into the Edmonton zone. Kulak to Emerson. Up the right wing to Brown. Brown got checked. Fogle will throw it into the right wing corner. Kane will get it out for the Oilers. Doughty back into his own end. 1-0 Oilers lead here in the first. Doughty's pass misses everybody. It's icing against the Kings. Zach Hyman, Connor McDavid draw the assists on the goal by Nugent-Hopkins.
That was a tough icing call. The Oiler defenseman gapped up on the play, drilled the Kings player. Usually the defending team there, as they're trying to outlet the puck, gets a bit of a break. Ozone draw for Draisaitl against Danault.
Face off to the right of Kemper. Draisaitl, Arvidsson, and Podkolzin are out there with Wallman and Klingberg on the back end. Danault taking the draw. Danault, well, he'll stay in there. Draisaitl's getting the heave-ho.
No, maybe not.
Talking his way back in.
Now, Danault's got to have a stick down first.
He did talk his way back in. Draisaitl wins the draw. Wallman winds it up. His shot. He ripped it wide. Klingberg let it go. That gets blocked in the middle. It's over to the left. Ripped on net and a save by Kemper as it came to Arvidsson. And Kemper holds on to it.
Well, Arvidsson made the right play. That was a great save from Darcy Kemper. I mean, bang play down low. And he fought that one off and made a great glove save.
Arvidsson just turned and fired it.
Darcy Kemper, a goaltender you know well. You were in Red Deer when he was there for his 3 years as the #1 goaltender. Of course, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins was a teammate of his at that time.
For 2 of those 3 years, yes, he was.
When Nugent-Hopkins was the best player in junior hockey.
Yes, he was. Face off to the right of Kemper. And the puck to the left wing point. Wallman shot, pad save by Kemper. Big rebound in the slot, and it's knocked out to the neutral zone. Klingberg at the Edmonton blue line. Klingberg across to Draisaitl. Weaves through the neutral zone. Right wing to Podkolzin into the Kings end. Drops it back to Klingberg. To Podkolzin, right corner. To Klingberg, a shot. Glove save by Kemper. They'll hold on to it. We're 4 minutes into the first. It's 1-0 Oilers. And the Oilers are putting a lot of pucks to the net.
And that is something that they did not do early against LA, but part of it was how well defensively LA played. And then the Oilers were a little bit passive, and then they got desperate, chasing the game down 4-0 and 5-2, and somehow got to 5-5. And unfortunately, the Kings got a fluky goal, but a goal nonetheless that the Kings earned. and Stuart Skinner will probably tell you he's going to find a way to make a save on.
Face off to the left of Kemper.
Kings have already played their fourth line here, a couple shifts.
Yeah. Puck back to the line. Bouchard shot hit his stick, goes off the end boards. LaFerriere up the middle to Byfield. Into the Edmonton zone. Nurse lost his stick. Puck goes into the corner. Byfield in behind the net to the left side. Poked around to Perry. He'll go across to Nurse, who's regained his stick. And up the left wing off of Frederick. It goes into the Kings zone. Edmondson in his own end. Rims on the right. Past everybody. Kulak side his own end for Emberson through the middle of the ice off the stick of Matthias Janmark. Goes to Kemper. Give it to Mikey Anderson. He's in the left wing corner.
Don't think you're going to get an interference call there, Cam. Fans wanted one. Of course, the fans know it's 10-5 in power plays in the series so far.
That's right.
There goes Deneau.
On the right wing, Fogle into the right wing corner. Fogle stops up, back to the line. Doughty shot. That save made by Pickard. Doughty on the right point. Cross to Anderson, trying to ricochet in front of the net, but it hits the boards, goes up into the air, into the right wing corner. 1-0 Oilers here in the first, just over 5 minutes gone. McDavid through the middle to Kulak. Kulak will dump it in. Goes to the left wing corner in the King zone. And it's Deneau up the right side to Moore. A little bank off the right wing boards and in, but he takes a hit from Kulak. Bouchard will go in behind the Edmonton net. Up the right wing to Draisaitl. Cuts to the middle, and offside was Podkolzin, so he had to loop back. Draisaitl still has it. Shoots it in, it rims to the right wing. In behind the net, Spence took a hit from Podkolzin. The puck comes out. Kuzmenko, his pass off a stick up into the air. And it goes right to Bouchard. Will then snap a long pass on the left to Arvidsson. Spins into the Kings end down the left wing. A shot! Save! Made by Kemper. Hit him in the left shoulder.
Great outlet pass there from Bouchard.
Kempe into the Edmonton end for Kopitar. Dump it in behind the Oiler net. Klingberg leaves it back in behind the Edmonton goal. Goes to Nurse, left corner. 1-0 Oilers lead. 6 minutes, 25 seconds gone here in the opening period. Klingberg up the left wing to Wallman. Shoots it in, rims on the right to the point. Klingberg went to shoot it, and that goes off of Hellenius and out of play. We're going to take a break. 1-0 Oilers lead on a goal by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. We're 6 minutes, 37 seconds into the first period here in Game 3. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Get ready to live sky high. Sky Signature Suites offers remarkable units for rent featuring sophisticated floor plans, designer finishes, and breathtaking views. Experience resort-like amenities including a full-time concierge, yoga and fitness studios, golf simulator, plus indoor and outdoor lounges for you to live your best life. Visit SkySignatureSuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
End of the Road Flooring Centers is not only Canadian owned and operated, but we've been your go-to flooring center since 1986. The reason is simple. We make your flooring project easier. Rather than a tiny sample, upload a photo of your room at endoftheroll.com and instantly see what your dream flooring looks like in your house. Thousands of styles just clicks away. End of the Roll Flooring Centers. We've been flooring Canadians for 4 decades. Visit endoftheroll.com.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today. All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers up 1-0 here in the first period of Game 3. And tonight's Oilers Alberta Fights Cancer Playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation, Kids with Cancer Society, and the Alberta Cancer Foundation. Advancing research, investing in treatments, and providing support to families. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 to join the fight for a cure. That total jackpot's over $2 million right now. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, the goal scorer for Edmonton. 6:37 gone here in the first period. Face-off in the King zone to the left of Kemper. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at Rogers Place. Connor Brown to take the draw against Quinton Byfield. Oilers' goal came 2:49 into this first period. Puck to the right wing corner. Gavrikov will go through the middle with it out to center ice to Laferriere into the Edmonton end, cuts across the middle. A shot, didn't get a lot on it, and it goes wide of the goal. Fiala from the left wing had a shot go off of Connor Brown. Wallman won't get it out. Fiala's going to keep it in. Top of the circle, right wing corner to Laferriere. Rims it to the left wing point. Edmondson to the blue line to Fiala. His shot hit Byfield, and Kane will get it out through the middle. Right back in with it, Laferriere. The left wing will play it in behind the goal.
By the way, we have great effects doing it.
Yes, we do. Kings make some changes, and it's in behind the Edmonton net. It's Wallman, right wing to Klingberg. Klingberg out through the middle. Just off of the stick of Frederick. Doughty with a long pass for Deneau. Went off his stick, then went off the skate of Fogle. Kulak can get it to center ice. And at center, it's shot in by Corey Perry. Kemper out of his net. Fired it around the glass. It gets to center ice. Kulak shoots it in. Doughty's got to go back. Oilers are caught on the offside.
We're going to have a zone draw way back.
Yeah.
They're going to say just outside the Oilers blue line. Well, it's a good start for Edmonton. We're at 7:50 in the game. The Oilers are out shooting the Kings. 7-3. They got the lone goal. Nugent-Hopkins playing with McDavid and Hyman. This is career playoff game 218 for Corey Perry, which...
That's crazy. That's a lot of games.
A lot of miles.
A lot of...
+4 in the series, Cam. +4.
Yeah. Got a goal and an assist.
The Oilers have been outscored by 5 goals in the series.
Yeah, and he's +4.
The even strength scoring in the series is 8-7 for Edmonton, and Corey Perry's +4.
Bouchard inside the Oilers zone. Cross to Nurse. Now to Bouchard. Up the left wing to McDavid. He'll softly dump it into the left wing corner. Nugent-Hopkins in behind the net. Anderson had it hit Hyman. Nugent-Hopkins has it right side in front of the net. And a save made by Kemper on the offering by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
I think that was kind of he just tried to jam it in off somebody at the center of that.
In behind the Oiler goal. And out through the middle comes Nurse. Up the left wing to Bouchard. Knocked off his stick right at the LA blue line. On the right wing, it is shot in by Byfield.
Good hit by Nurse. He stung Byfield with that one.
Winding it up, Connor McDavid. Off the right wing boards, goes to the right corner, got held up. There's going to be a penalty. And it's going to be an interference call. And it's going against Kuzmenko and the Edmonton Oilers. 8 minutes and 40 seconds into the first. They're up 1-0. They're going on their first power play.
Well, McDavid tried to chip it past 2 men, and Kuzmenko skated right in front of him, but he wrapped him on the play. That's an easy call. Oilers have to get pucks lit. One of the things that's happened here, the Kings have done a great job. Kopitar on special teams draws. He's only 51.6% of the series, but it seems to me, Cam, like he's one of the ones that matter.
Yes.
And let's see if the Oilers have greater urgency if they do get an O-zone face-off win, if they can get the puck to the net right away.
Kopitar taking the draw. He's playing in his 100th NHL playoff game.
He's a heck of a player.
He is.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
And it's to the right of Kemper. Puck goes to the blue line.
Let her go.
Bouchard walks in. Scores! An absolute blast by Evan Bouchard. 3 seconds into the power play. It's 2-0 Oilers.
They might challenge this. Hyman was backed in. They're looking down on the bench on Darcy Kemper. Did he get a piece? It was Perry. He's outside the blue. I don't think the Kings are going to challenge this. To me, it looked like he's outside the blue. They are not challenging. It's a power play goal. And there's no way Kemp can see the puck there, Cam.
No. Evan Bouchard was allowed to walk right in. He was about top of the circle when he leaned into that thing. And it was high heat. And Bouchard gets his first of the playoffs. 3 seconds into the power play. Which was brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. 2-0 Oilers lead here in the first period. Kuzmenko to center ice. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Out through the middle comes Zach Hyman into the Kings zone. Down the right wing, stops on the right wing boards. Into the right corner to McDavid to the blue line. Bouchard shot tipped just wide by Hyman. He'll try to wrap it. It's at the side of the net, and Kemper will cover it up. Bouchard from Draisaitl at 8:43. It's given the Oilers the 2-0 lead.
That didn't miss by much. I almost deflected that home. 9-3 are the shots for the Oilers here in the first 9 minutes.
In game one, halfway through, the Oilers had 6 shots. Halfway through the game. What a difference. Face off to the right of Kemper. 2-0 Oilers lead here in the first of game 3. Kulak on the left wing. Centering pass that goes off the stick of the netminder Kemper, and bringing it out is Fogle for the Kings down the left wing. Wedged up against the boards by Ty Emberson. It goes in behind the goal. Emberson runs into Fogle. Puck goes to Connor Brown. He's got Fogle in there. Now Brown gets control across ice. It misses Kulak. He'll get to it on the left wing. Over to Emberson on the right. Still in his own zone. Up the right side now to Brown. Brown into the Kings' end. To the corner. Grant Clark hit hard by Kane and rimmed up the right wing to Fiala. Into Oiler territory on the left side. Around the boards to Hellenius. Hellenius checked, lost it. Frederick gets to center and will flip it into the left wing corner. They'll go flying after it. Spence up the boards to Hellenius, now to Malott. It's Malott into the Oilers zone. He'll take a wrist shot and a blocker save made by Pickard. Puck tipped on net. Pickard got it with a left pad. It's in behind the Oiler goal. 2-0 Edmonton. 9:35 to go here in the first period of game 3. Kings lead the series.
Second shift of the game for the Kings fourth line. They have the veteran Lewis in the lineup. Talking about guys that have played over 100 games in the playoffs, Cam.
This is game 105 for him. NHL playoffs. LaFerriere into the Oilers zone to Byfield. To the blue line. Anderson just barely kept it in. Rolled it through the middle. Lost it. Frederick can flip it out of the zone.
Frederick's still not all the way there, though, in his conditioning, Cam, coming off that difficult high ankle sprain. You can see it.
Nurse getting into it a little bit there with Byfield. Todd Colson will turn it up the left wing. He'll give it to Leon Draisaitl. In over the King line on the right. Right wing corner is pass. Oh, that went off of Mikey Anderson. Almost went into the net. Emberson right point. Shoot it in off the end boards. Ferriere will get it out. Ferriere took a hard hit from Todd Colson.
Great hit from Colson.
Dowdy.
This is no country for old men hockey right now, Cap.
Playing tough. Kempe into the Oilers zone to Kopitar. A shot. Right pad save made by Pickard. The puck in the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Draisaitl got it free. Comes loose. And Kulak can get it out to center ice. Wallman in over the King line to Hyman on the right. Goes to the right wing corner. In behind the net. And the net was knocked off in behind Darcy Kemper. And we get the whistle. And we'll take a break with 8:05 to go here in the first period. 2-0. Oilers lead the Kings in game 3.
Oh, Kempe just punched Nugent Hopkins in the face there.
Really?
That was a penalty in game number 1 on Wallman.
All right.
Good gamesmanship from Kempe, trying to get his boys rallied.
We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Did you hear what happened to Rick while he was building his fence?
Yeah, he hit a natural gas line. They had to evacuate his entire neighborhood at dinner time, too. I bet he didn't make any new friends that day.
It cost him a ton to get the line repaired. I wonder why he didn't get his underground utilities marked.
Don't be that person. If you're digging on your property, request a locate for natural gas lines. It's free and can prevent serious injury or financial loss. And you won't upset the neighbors. Visit clickbeforeyoudig.com. A safety message brought to you by ATCO.
You can't win it all without a great team, and Portage College is ready to see you through your educational journey. With certificates, diplomas, apprenticeships, degree pathways, and micro-credentials, Portage College has options for everyone. Take advantage of their small class sizes and true community feel, and you'll have all the support you need to complete your education and take your next step on the way to greatness. Visit portagecollege.ca to learn more about Portage College's programs and services. Portage College, it's about you.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers up 2-0 here on the Kings in Game 3. Kings lead the series 2-0. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Evan Bouchard, the goal scorers for the Oilers. We got 8:05 to go in the first period.
It's got some hostility out there, which is frankly awesome from both sides. And a guy like Kempe, Kempe and Fiala are not the biggest guys, but they don't take any crap either. And they're trying to get their team fired up and back. The Oilers have got the early jump in this game, 2-0. It has been physical, but Cole's in a mammoth hit on Laferriere.
He's flying around out there. Vasily Podkolzin. Faceoffs outside the Kings blue line. Anderson through the middle to Fogle. A breakaway pass, a shot that goes off the pad of Calvin Pickard. And the puck in behind the net. Moore to the right side. Now to Fogle. Left wing point. Anderson, his shot doesn't get through. Right wing point. Doughty. Got it into the corner. There's a broken stick on the ice. Top of the circle. Evander Kane can come out for Edmonton. Off the left wing boards. He'll go after it. Going to run into Anderson on the end boards. Doughty will chop it up to Moore off the right side and out.
Oilers have done a much better job forechecking in this game. They have support and they've layered up.
Klingberg to center ice. Cross to McDavid. Went off the heel of his stick. Fiala had his stick lifted by Nugent-Hopkins. And the puck brought in, though. Fiala will shoot it, and it goes off of Wallman to the right wing corner. Fiala to Byfield. Klingberg's in there. It's in his skates now. Then shot back to the left wing point. Edmondson crossed the line. Gavrikov let it go. One-time shot, but it missed the net. Klingberg behind the goal to Wallman. Up the right wing for Zach Hyman. And it's Hyman off his stick into the Kings' end. Comes across to Gavrikov. The right wing for Byfield. Got it through the neutral zone. Taking it back and behind his net is Bouchard for the Oilers. 6.5 to go in the first. 2-0. Edmonton leads the Kings here in Game 3. Through the middle, Bouchard. His pass to Arvidsson directs it in. It'll go in behind the Kings' net. Arvidsson left wing corner for Podkolzin. Around the right wing boards to Draisaitl. Up to the point now to Bouchard. Down the right wing. Across. Oh, that went through the skates. Arvidsson. He had a clean look. Kempe comes up the right wing for the Kings. And over the Oiler line to the net. Pad saved by Pickard. And it stays out. And the puck over to the left wing boards. Kempe took it hard to the net. Calvin Pickard got his right pad on it. And it's shot down into the Kings zone and in behind the play. The play's still going. But Kempe was tied up with Nurse. Now shot into the Oiler end. Still a broken stick out there as Nurse up the left wing, got it to the line. Lewis going to keep it in. Along the right side, top of the circle.
Kings have picked it up physically too here, Cam.
Now to center ice to Nurse. They'll shoot it to the right wing corner of the Kings zone. Janmark up against the boards. To the right wing point for Emberson. Over to Kulak, a snapshot, and that was just tipped wide. And the net knocked off in behind Kemper as Frederick went to the front of the net.
Having any fun yet, Cam?
This is awesome. What a tilt. And we've still got 5:12 to go here in the first period.
Should we not be having the ice done here?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
they're taking their time with it.
They've got the international signal.
Yeah, I saw the... They haven't put the red light on. Now they have. Okay, we can go to break. 2-0. Oilers lead the Kings. 5:12 to go here in the first. From Rogers Place, it's Sport Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go! Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the all-new Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-0 Edmonton leads, 5:12 to go here in the first period.
Well, hard match, no question from Chris Knobloch. He wants Henrique, Kane, and Brown out against Deneau, Fogle, and more.
Face-off outside the Kings' blue line. Henrique out of the face-off circle. In comes Connor Brown. He'll be up against Philip Deneau.
Good job. Brown won the draw.
He did. And Emberson was it inside the Oilers
and
zone.
Look at back to now. They call this a 1-2-2. It's a pass of 1-2-2. To me, it looks more like it's a 1-3-1.
5 in the neutral zone is what it is.
Yes.
Doughty in behind the net.
But it's worked through the first 2 games.
It has. Pass to Fogle. It's behind him. It goes into the Oiler end. Emberson behind the goal. Now Fogle takes him to the boards. Moore off the right wing. Moore with a shot, and that's off the stick of Kulak. And on the right side, cleared out by Brown. Then will shoot it back in on the backhand.
Oilers need a change here, Cam.
Emberson will stop in behind the net, and they will be able to change.
And one thing about having 5 men in the neutral zone, it allows for stationary breakouts.
And if you need to make a change, you can easily do it, which the Oilers just did, and it's McDavid flying up the right wing into the Kings zone. Makes a move, goes to the right wing corner, to the right wing point to Bouchard, but it hit his stick, and Fiala will come out with it to LaFerriere. Now to Fiala. And over the Oiler blue line. Drops it right side. Doughty, a shot off the arm of Pickard. And McDavid down the right wing. Into the Kings end. A shot. And that one blocked. It hit Fiala. The puck top of the circle. It The Kings zone, and it's Byfield to center ice. He'll shoot it in. Richard goes in behind the net. 2-0 Edmonton. 3:39 to go in the first period. Richard waits in behind the Edmonton goal. Now out through the middle of the ice to Jake Wallman. Off the right wing glass and in. Gavrikov to Edmondson for the Kings. The pass to Kempe doesn't connect. Draisaitl at center. Go to Wallman, who has it at the Edmonton blue line. To John Klingberg, and we're going to have coincidentals. Draisaitl was in the neutral zone and got into it with Edmondson. So they're both going to go.
Well, you want 4-on-4, but you want Connor and Leon on the ice.
Exactly.
Number 6, LA. Number 29, Edmonton. Both each for slashing.
All right. 4-on-4 it is. Yeah, those two stayed tied up as it went into the Oiler end. Each smacked each other with a stick
I'd
once.
say Edmondson got the better of that. I mean...
Yeah, his had a little more on it.
Yep.
All right, go 4-on-4. Face off just outside the Edmonton blue line. Shots now 10-9 in favor of the Oilers. David and Hyman on the ice with Nurse and Bouchard, Kopitar and Kempe, with Anderson and Doughty. Kempe's going to come in and take this draw. Leads the Kings with 7 points here in the playoffs. Goes past Doughty into the Kings zone. He's got to go in behind the net. Now comes up the right side. Cross to Kopitar, to Anderson, but that's behind him. He's got to go get it. Stops him behind his goal. To Kopitar up the right wing. Cross ice pass to Doughty. He's into the Oilers zone, over to Kempe on the right wing. His shot scores. Adrian Kempe off the right side goes right upstairs, and the Oiler lead is cut to 2-1.
Way too easy of a zone entry there for the LA Kings, and Kempe has just been fantastic in this series, and he whips one high glove side on Calvin Pickard. Goal scores goal, Camp.
His 4th of the series. He's got goals in all 3 games, and that was a heck of a shot. 17-18 time of the goal.
Nugent Hopkins now with Arvidsson.
Adrian Kempe gets the Kings right back into it.
See, in 4-on-4 hockey, you need Draisaitl. Drop the puck here.
And a tough time getting that puck onto the ice. That's the 4th of the playoffs for Kempe. It goes to Nugent Hopkins. Comes into the King zone on the right wing. Right wing corner. In behind the net, he'll stop to the right wing point. Klingberg to the middle. A shot. And that one blocked. Arvidsson right side. To Nugent Hopkins. Across the blue line. On the right wing point. Wallman comes down the right side to the blue line. Klingberg through the middle. To the left. To Arvidsson, to Wallman. He's forced out of the zone, but the Oilers still have possession of the puck. Minute to go in the 4-on-4. 2-1 Oilers lead.
David back out here, Camp.
Klingberg through the middle. Now into the Kings end. Top of the circle, left side. Into the corner. It's Connor Brown. Makes a move on the left corner. His pass goes over the net, over to the right wing. Anderson for the Kings to Doughty. Cross to Kempe. Kempe into the Oiler end. Will shoot it, and it's blocked. On the left wing to the point. Doughty wasn't quite on the line. It comes out. Anderson to Doughty. Minute and a half to go here in the first period. 2-1. Oilers lead the Kings.
Kempe's been the man for LA in this series.
Moore makes a rush into the Oilers zone. Goes to the left corner. It's knocked off his stick. It comes out. Gavrikov's got to go chase after it. Stop in behind the goal. Spun it to the left corner to Laferriere. We're back to 5-on-5. Draisaitl and Edmondson back out there. Laferriere to center ice. He'll shoot it in. It goes wide of the Edmonton net. Bouchard up the right wing boards and won't get out. Laferriere. We're into the last minute here of the first. 2-1 Oilers lead to Moore behind the net. To the right wing point. The shot. And that doesn't get through as Edmondson let it go. Draisaitl trying to clear it. He can't. Vogel down the left wing. A shot. That one hit Pickard. Look at hit him right in the mask. And it goes to the right wing corner. Draisaitl off the left wing boards to center ice to Evander Kane. 34 seconds to go in the period. Kane down the left wing. The angle shot saved by Kemper. And the rebound over to the right side. Goes in behind the net. Edmondson around on the right to Vogel out to center ice to Anderson. It's into the Oiler end to the slot, taken off of it, and up through the middle. Frederick, long shot wide of the Kings net. 10 seconds to go in the period. Long pass to Fiala. That misses him, and it's icing against the Kings.
Well, a good stop off of Vogel again by Pickard with some high heat. Yeah. What's going on here? We have a face-off at center? Guess so.
I guess. I thought it was icing, but I guess they say no. And Mark, out of the face-off circle. In comes Corey Perry. As we're down to 6 seconds here in the first period. Drop it. Doughty. We'll just hold on to it. And the first period will come to a close. Well, Kings push back.
Did they ever?
After a real strong start for the Edmonton Oilers. But yeah, you could see the Kings coming on in the second half of that period. 2-1 Edmonton lead after 20 minutes.
Oilers' power play right now is difference in the game. They got one, and they made it count. Sniped one right off the draw. Bouchard shot it and hammered one home.
Did he ever? Had a clear lane
but
to
the
Kings,
net. The Kings did a good job, Cam, in the back half of that period. They really limited Edmonton's opportunities.
We can head downstairs as Brendan Escott standing by with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Well, Ryan, we'll just start with getting your thoughts on what you liked most about your team's performance there in that opening 20.
I mean, good pace, obviously. Better job of getting pucks to the net. Kind of working from there, but obviously we want to play them 5-on-5 and as much as possible.
Wonder what the mindset is that's required when you guys are on the comeback trail in a series like you find yourselves on right now.
I mean, it's a race to 4, obviously. This one's a huge one. We know that. We understand that. But first to 4 wins. We're never going to quit. We're just going to keep pushing and coming. So it's a big one.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks very much. Brendan Escott downstairs with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. But, yeah, good period, good pace. And the Oilers come out firing early in that period and taking the body.
Yeah, they were 9-3 were the shots. And you know what, Cam, I think it's got to be stated. Kings did a good job bottling Edmonton up through transition, through the neutral zone. They settled down a bit. Their fourth line banged a bit, and then they sort of went back, and then they made the 4-on-4 count. And part of it happened because it was Draisaitl and Edmondson that got caught and called on the play. And, I mean, Leon got a little bit of a love tap. Edmondson made it count. That was a woodchopper's ball slash from him. And we ended up in a situation where it was a 4-on-4, and LA perfectly executed it, got themselves within 1 goal here. But a pretty good period from Edmonton overall. A little bit concerned about how the final 6 or 7 minutes went.
All right, it was Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Evan Bouchard scoring for the Oilers. Adrian Kempe, he had the goal for the Kings. 2-1 Oiler lead on the Kings in Game 3 after 20 minutes. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deep past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
When you have unwanted jewelry, head to Aaron Buys Gold and get cash today. And with gold trading at a high level, now is the perfect time to sell. Aaron Buys Gold makes it easy to recycle anything made of gold or silver, from jewelry to coins to watches. They pride themselves on their honest and transparent service, so you know you're getting great value. Head to Aaron Buys Gold in Sherwood Park or downtown, and online at aaronbuysgold.com.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
It's to the right of Kemper. Puck goes to the blue line.
There we go.
Bouchard walks in. Scores! An absolute blast by Evan Bouchard.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the first intermission. After 20 minutes of play, the Edmonton Oilers with a 2-1 lead on the Los Angeles Kings. They came out strong. That particular goal was a biggie. Obviously gave the Oilers a 2-0 lead. But it sure helps when you win the faceoff, isn't it?
Well, it's funny. If you watch this series, and actually most games throughout the year, when a team is on the power play, their centerman tends to have a better percentage on draws than any other place on the ice. Last game in LA, every face-off the LA Kings had on the power play, Kopitar won.
Yeah.
And Leon, I don't know what the exact breakdown is, but I'm guessing he's about 70 to 80% when he's on the power play, winning draws, and he's on his strong side. He wins it right back, and the Edmonton Oilers certainly talked after the last couple of games. Their power play was not good. They weren't getting opportunities. Start shooting early. Get a shot on net. Stretch the defenders, the LA Kings, get them out high, and then start winning battles either in front of the net or in the corner, winning races, getting the puck back. But on that one, it was simple. They won the draw. Bouchard went to the middle of the ice. Perry took away the eyes of the goaltender, and the puck went right past Kemper. That was a perfect example of how to be a net front presence by Corey Perry. He didn't look for a tip. He didn't look to stand on the side and try and hit the puck that was coming in. He stood right in front of the goalie's eyes. Kemper had no idea where that puck was.
Other thing that was fun to watch, after he won the draw, Leon did an exceptional job of tying up Kopitar so he could not get toward the front of the net there, just to give him a little extra space and time.
They watch all the power plays. Both teams, I mean, if you're calling by the rule book, every face-off on a power play, there could be an interference call.
Sure.
Both teams are doing it. You're just trying to delay. Just slow down that forward going out and giving your player a little bit extra time. And what we know with Bouchard, when he has extra time with the puck on his stick from the blue line, he can score from distance. I mean, he did on that one. Huge goal for the Oilers right there to give themselves a little breathing room.
Hey, let's talk about the huge goal to start the game, and that was Ryan Nugent-Hopkins from Hyman and McDavid. 2:49 into the first period to give them the lead, to ignite the crowd like it needed more igniting. But, that really kind of got things going for them for the first 10 to maybe 13 minutes of that first period where I thought they dominated LA.
Well, it's what we talked about in the pregame. You knew that the Oilers in the first 5-6 minutes of this hockey game were going to be dominant. They had all the energy. They knew the importance. There was going to be desperation, and the Kings were going to try to survive it. I predicted before the game within the first 5 minutes. Being around this team for as long as I have and seeing what they're capable of doing, and at big moments what they can come up with or what they can do, or when they rise to the moment, and they did, and that was just It was a weird play. The puck was about 100 feet in the air, it seemed like. So everybody was standing in the corner for the puck to come down, and it just put the LA Kings defenders in a tough spot. They couldn't do anything until the puck came down. It took a weird bounce, and then the Oilers won 3 battles. Puck comes out in front. Nugent Hopkins got this place rocking.
There was a bit of a break. I think it was a commercial timeout. Just before it, there was a lot of pushing and shoving. Seemed like LA got a bit of a surge of energy off their bench because they came out and they were far better in the back half of that period.
Well, the Oilers are winning 2-1 right now, but I think in both dressing rooms, the coaches will feel they won the period or they had success in that period. The Oilers, they came out, they have a lead after 20, and they were rewarded for a good start. The LA Kings survived the first period. They got within 1, and now they can get back to playing their game. And in the last 6-7 minutes, a number of good looks. And this is what plagued the Oilers in LA were big mistakes and grade A scoring chances against. Warren Foegele has a breakaway off a face-off in the far end. He gets a breakaway on it. Pickard makes the save. Kempe gets the puck at his own blue line, drives past 2 Oilers. Pickard has to make 2 big saves on that one. There was another odd man break where Pickard made a save. And then eventually on the 4-on-4 goal, missed coverage. 2 Oilers went to the puck carrier. That left the most dangerous player on the LA Kings, Adrian Kempe. There's no one even close with the puck on their stick on the LA bench. And 2 Oilers, Connor McDavid comes across the ice and tries to go at the player that Bouchard already had. Doughty's like, thank you very much. He throws it across to Adrian Kempe, and as fast as Connor McDavid is, he's not going to get back there in time. And Kempe made absolutely no mistakes. So I think both teams will be pretty satisfied with the way the first period went. Now it becomes important to get the next goal. If the Kings find a way to tie this game up, all of a sudden this crowd gets quiet and the Oilers, there's a little more stress. If the Oilers score the next goal, the LA Kings are now chasing a hockey game, and they are we saw what they can do with the lead in LA and how they were able to come away with 2 victories. If they fall behind 2, this place will explode, and it just becomes that much harder for the LA Kings.
Okay, so obviously both coaches are relatively happy with the way the first period went. What do you see the Oilers having to do? A little more shoot it in and go after it, or just carry it?
It depends what's available. Okay. If you've got numbers, you carry it in. If you got time and space, you carry it in. If it looks like you're being closed off, get the puck in and put it into a good spot. There's no secret formula that every time you have to do this. You look at what the opposition gives you. But I think when you do put the puck in, you have to put it into an area that allows your winger to get in there and be physical. Because we saw at times the big hits ignite the crowd, and it creates turnovers. And over the course of 60 minutes and a 7-game series, the more times you're physical on a player, the more the fatigue sets in, the more there's a little bit of I wouldn't say timidness, but the player gets rid of the puck a little bit quicker, trying to protect himself. So to me, I think the Oilers have to come out with the same kind of energy they started with, and the LA Kings are going to try and feed off of what they did in the last 7 minutes.
Perfect, Rob. Thanks. We'll talk to you coming up in intermission number 2. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Get paid to stay with Edmonton's best hotels. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in gas, meal, or cash cards. There's over 52 hotels to choose from. Edmonton's best hotels. Get paid to stay.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Get paid to stay with Edmonton's best hotels. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in gas, meal, or cash cards. There's over 52 hotels to choose from. Edmonton's best hotels. Get paid to stay.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. 6 teenagers have been charged with robbery and assault after allegedly luring an adult to an area of North Edmonton through an LGBTQ plus dating app. Police say they were called last month to the Calder neighborhood where a person arranged to meet someone from Grindr. Instead, police say the person was met by a group of youths, all between 15 and 16 years old, and allegedly assaulted, struck with blunt objects, and robbed. South of Edmonton, on the Montana First Nation, RCMP say 2 suspected car thieves were arrested at a home late last night, but a confrontation took place with a third who had stayed in the home, leading to an officer discharging their gun, but the suspect was then never seen leaving the home after it caught fire. The Musquecheese Fire Department dealt with the flames with no other information released, and the province's police watchdog investigating. And the provincial government has now reported 137 total cases of measles since March, exceeding the most recent high of 123 cases reported in the province 25 years ago. Alberta Medical Association President Dr. Shelley Duggan says the number suggests that within weeks that number could skyrocket to more than 1,000. News on demand at 880CHED.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace. Repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
Going back to school can be as scary as taking the winning shot, but it doesn't have to be. Score a great future with Northern Lakes College and supported distance learning. NLC knows that students need attention, support, and the synergy between instructors and peers to keep motivated and connected. They are here to help you meet all your goals and cheer you on. Because at Northern Lakes College, they count their success one student at a time. northernlakescollege.ca.
Hey, Edmonton. Ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in-store for details.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back at Rogers Place after 20 minutes of play. The Edmonton Oilers leading the Los Angeles Kings 2-1. There's 2 other games in the NHL tonight, so let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Okay, the one game we're watching closely right now is in overtime. They are 8 minutes in, and it's 2-2 between the Carolina Hurricanes and the New Jersey Devils. This one at the Prudential Center, and it's pretty tight. Shots on goal favoring New Jersey 29-26. But as I said, in overtime, 2-2 between Carolina and New Jersey. Haysher with his second, also for New Jersey. Mercer, his first of the playoffs. They had a 2-0 lead, but it was Carolina who came back with 2 goals, one on the power play by Jarvis, and Aho also. With about 8 minutes remaining in the third period, Aho's goal was also on the power play. So that one 2-2 in overtime. Elsewhere around the NHL tonight, what a game in Montreal at the Bell Center. You knew they'd bounce back. You knew it was going to be crazy. 6-3, Montreal winning it over Washington today. Cole Caulfield with 1 goal and 1 assist. Caps still lead the series 2-1. That's your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Second period coming up at the intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Did you know
know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Proudly headquartered in OilCountry, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow. Creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're at Rogers Place. 2-1. Oilers lead the Kings, getting ready for the second period of play. And the Oilers Alberta Fights Cancer Playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. And tonight's jackpot, it's at $2.2 million and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/5050. We dropped the puck. We're underway here in the second period of Game 3. The left wing, it's dumped into the Oilers zone by Fogle. It goes to the left wing corner. Fogle centering pass off of Deneau up near the top of the circle. And Brown can bring it out for the Oilers. Bump it back to Brent Kulak. Kulak now starts up through the middle of the ice. Goes over to the left side, shoots it in. Rims on the right, off of Deneau. Connor Brown gets it free to Draisaitl. Top of the circle on the right wing to the blue line. Down the right side with Deneau on him, into the corner, in behind the net, to the left. Kulak, the shot tipped and just went off of Kemper and wide. Anderson in behind the net, right wing to Doughty.
Andrew Kane almost tipped that one home for Edmonton.
Klingberg to Podkolzin, comes into the Kings' end on the left wing. In front of the net is past the shot by Arvidsson, goes wide. Draisaitl on the right to Arvidsson, into the corner with Kopitar all over him. Gets away from him. It's dumped in behind the goal. Flying after it, Podkolzin. As Anderson trying to protect it. He won't. Lost it. Podkolzin out to the slot. The shot by Wallman. That was blocked by Moore, and it comes out. Wallman will turn it up at the Edmonton blue line. Through the middle to Arvidsson. Now on the right to Nugent-Hopkins. To Arvidsson. To the left wing point. Getting there in time to keep it in is Nurse. Rims on the right, goes into the middle of the ice, and Kopitar's going to bring it out. Kopitar with Kuzmenko to Kuzmenko on the right wing. Then went off his stick, trying to regain it. He can't. Nugent-Hopkins out through the middle to Bouchard. Into the Kings zone, down the left wing to the net. The shot off the bar! He put it right off the crossbar. And the puck on the right side. Bouchard's pass on the left to Hyman. Sweeps it towards the net. And he almost banked it off of Gavrikov and in.
This place would have gone nuts if Bouchard had scored there. He pounded that one on the net.
2-1 Oilers lead. We are 2:15 into the second. Nurse into the Kings zone on the left. To the right to Frederick, behind the net. It goes just off the stick of McDavid. Cleared out by LaFerriere.
Better pace and tempo for Edmonton to start this period as opposed to how they concluded period one.
Frederick to center ice. Dump it to the right corner. Edmondson across on the right to Clark. Pinching in those. Kulak for Edmonton, and it'll go into the high slot. Fiala will turn it up the left wing. At the Edmonton blue line, Fiala left wing corner. Back to the point, nobody there for the Kings, and it comes out.
Frederick's taken about 28 to 32 second long shifts, Cam.
Spence up the left side. Puck dumped into the Edmonton zone and cleared right back out. Spence across to Malott. Now to Gavrikov. He'll shoot it in. Lewis along the right wing boards. Oh, it's a nasty hit by Hellenius.
How's that not a penalty?
Getting up slow is Perry. Puck back to the point. The shot by Spence. That's knocked away by Pickard. Hellenius in the left wing corner to Malott in behind the net. Over to the right side to Lewis. He lost it. Puck cleared out by Kulak. After it is Kane, and he is flying down the ice. He gets there before Gavrikov has it right corners, pass to the middle, and Malott picked it off before it could get to Wallman. And then Kane's going to get a penalty. Up the right wing comes Moore. As Kane hit Malott.
That's a reputation penalty there in Evander Kane, and there's Cheaps. Where's the you can't cross-check a guy from behind.
Wallman took a shot there.
And this is where fans get frustrated, because Deneau was flopping around in game one with Wallman. That time a cross-check the other way, and they don't call. And only Evander Kane gets the penalty, and Corey Perry saying, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, come on, man.
Right. Wow. Kings are getting their first power play.
And they've been lethal in this series. 5 for 10. High sticking on Kane. A little bit surprised by that. Okay, the Oilers were 12-6 in face-offs. And I'm telling you, the Kings are doing a great job selling stuff in this series.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts.
Part of gamesmanship, you know that. They've done a good job with it in L.A.
Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Oilers 12-6 in the face-off circle.
Puck goes to the blue line and down the left side. Kempe in front of the net, put it right off of Kuzmenko's stick, and it goes over to the right wing. Kuzmenko almost had a tap in, and it's cleared out. Kopitar fires it across to Fiala, right corner to Byfield, back to Fiala on the right side, to Byfield, over to Kopitar on the left wing. Kopitar side of it, Kuzmenko to Kopitar.
They're going to quickly go at Kuzmenko down low if they pop it to him.
Kopitar to Byfield to the blue line. Kempe over to Fiala. His shot saved, made by Pickard, and he holds on to it. Minute 23 to go in the penalty to Evander Kane.
Janmark was 41% in the regular season. He's out here with Brown. They do a good job in the neutral ice, but you're asking a left winger to take draws. He's at 44.4% here in this series.
And you're only up against Anze Kopitar.
Yes, who's
above average in the
56% in the regular season, and he's been a fantastic face-off man for a long time.
Puck goes to the corner. Good job by Janmark. He gets hammered down the ice. Kempe to center. Now to Kopitar. Kept in at the line. Kempe has it on the right wing. Into the slot area to Fiala. Right, looking for Kempe. Missed him. Nurse can crank it around the boards. And Fiala kept it in to Kempe. Now on the right for Byfield. And now Fiala, he was going to hold on to it. The puck does come to the corner. On the right side, Kuzmenko. To the left for Kopitar, to the blue line, Kempe.
Much more aggressive Edmonton PK here.
Fiala behind the net. Kuzmenko left side to Kopitar. Kopitar's pass, that hit a skate. It goes to Wallman, and he'll get it to the line, but Kempe kept it in.
What a play by Kempe.
On the right wing for Fiala, to the right wing corner, back to the point for Kempe. Top of the circles. Byfield, and his pass to Kempe comes out.
There's Brown, dogged on the puck, but they're still got a 5-on-3 here still.
Brought in by Fiala, shoots and scores. Fiala goes upstairs on the glove side of Pickard. It's a power play goal, and this game's tied at 2.
Cam, I'm sorry, but that's 2 to the glove side, and I know they're on the power play, but you need to stop. Oilers going to have to dig in here. It's a tie game. Both teams 1 for 1 on the power play. Oilers did a really good job for the majority of that PK. And I don't think that they are just picking them. I mean, Fiala's had a wonderful season this year, 35 goals. Their snipers are sniping, Cam, and we're tied 2-2. It's an even game after a dominant start from Edmonton.
5:43. Time of the goal. Power play goal. Fiala gets his second of the playoffs. Kempe will pick up an assist. We're tied at 2. Goes into the Kings zone. Kulak to the corner and behind the net. Now to the right. Behind the goal goes off of Anderson. And McDavid on the right wing boards his pass across. He was looking for Draisaitl, just broken up by Danault. To the left wing point, Bouchard turns, shoots it, it's blocked. Draisaitl on the left side, his shot hit the stick of Danault. McDavid's pass out to Hyman, off a stick to the blue line. Where it goes to McDavid, he'll come down the left wing corner in front, put it off the outside of the net, went right in front of the goal, but Fogle there for the Kings. He'll get it out to center ice, 3-on-2. Danault on the right to Moore. Moore on the right wing is shot, and it goes off of Kulak. Danault on the left to Fogle, turns and fires it off the outside of the net. Long pass to Draisaitl into the Kings' end on the left wing. We're tied at 2. It's in the second period. 6:45 gone. Side of the goal. And it'll go all the way to the point. Emberson, left wing to Nurse. Rims it low. And out from behind his net is Malott.
Henrique lost the skate blade here. He's got to get off.
Lewis into the Edmonton end on the right. Henrique gets to the Oiler bench. There's a shot into the Edmonton zone. Emberson out through the middle, up the left wing for Frederick. Frederick will shoot it in. Rims to the right corner. Victor Arvidsson to Frederick. Now behind the net. Puck goes into the blue line. Shot by Wallman. That goes wide. And it's hacked out to center ice to Fiala. One-on-one with Wallman. Comes down the left wing, then drops it back. It goes in front of the net. Klingberg recovering. Klingberg will get it to the right wing boards. And off the boards and out.
Arvidsson's got to peel off. He's exhausted.
Doughty at his own blue line. Right wing to Kempe. Kempe into Edmonton territory. Across to Kopitar. And his shot off a stick. And that goes out of play. And we can take a break. 7 minutes, 52 seconds gone here in the second period. The Oilers and the Kings tied at 2 in Game 3 from Rogers Place. It's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373, Pizza 73.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, tied at 2, the Oilers and the Kings. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Evan Bouchard scoring for Edmonton, Adrian Kempe, Kevin Fiala. They've scored for Los Angeles. We're 7:52 into the second period here in Game 3. Face off the Oilers zone to the right of Pickard.
Bouchard almost made it 3-1. He hit the crossbar with a wicked blast.
Connor McDavid will take this draw against Kopitar.
You ever think when the player hits the post like that, he's actually aiming for that?
I don't know. Maybe. It was a hard shot by Bouchard, that's for sure. Puck flipped to center ice. Nugent Hopkins just got it in over the line. Gavrikov will get it out. Bouchard, left wing. Hyman will take it into the zone. A backhand off a stick goes over to the right. Bouchard came in from the blue line. McDavid on the right. In behind the net it goes. Doughty got it over to the right side where Kempe cleared it out. It'll go wide of the net. It'll be icing against the Kings.
Well, the shots were 9-3 Edmonton when it was 2-0. Since then, it's been 10-6 Kings, and they got 2, and they're both rip jobs. Draisaitl coming out with Perry and McDavid. This trio was on the ice for 4 even-strength goals in Game 1, and Edmonton lost that game 6-5.
Face off to the right of Darcy Kemper, and it's McDavid off the right wing boards. Across the top of the circles, right side to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, a snapshot towards the net, and it goes off the stick of Corey Perry, and Perry gets the puck. Right wing point to Draisaitl, into the corner to McDavid. McDavid drops it to Draisaitl, stops in the right corner. To the blue line, Klingberg over to McDavid. He'll come down the left wing. He's going towards the net, forced in behind it. Over to the right side to Klingberg. The shot is wide. It comes in front, bounces into the slot. McDavid across. Draisaitl. Oh, somehow that stays out. And the puck on the right wing point. Down to Wallman behind the net. McDavid. McDavid, his pass hits his stick, comes to the blue line. Draisaitl kept it into McDavid down the left wing. Now to Perry. Perry to the slot. One-timer. The save by Kemper off of Wallman. And Kuzmenko can clear it out.
Well, that was a brilliant 5-on-5 shift for the Oilers.
Up the left wing, off the stick of Janmark, goes into Kings territory. Vogel's going to get it out for Los Angeles. Right side to Moore. Into the Edmonton zone of the right corner. As the puck comes free, it goes off the stick of Deneau and out. Doughty will shoot it back in. We're tied at 2. We're almost halfway through the second period. Here at Rogers Place, Game 3 of this first round series. Kings lead 2-0. Shot towards the net and a save made by Pickard. And he holds on to it. We'll get a whistle, and we're going to take a break. Tied at 2, halfway through the game. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cal Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are here at Rogers Place. Oilers and Kings tied at 2 in Game 3, 9:59 to go here in the second period. Face off to the left of Calvin Pickard.
We believe on the second LA goal, it may have gotten a little bit of McDavid's stick.
Yeah.
That said, they beat him twice to the left side in this game. The first one was a bomb by Kempe on a 4-on-4. And the Oilers have done a real good job in the first minute 45 of the PK. That's 2 power play goals LA's got late on the power play. They are 6 for 11. Edmonton's 1 for 6 in the power play.
Face off to the left of Pickard. Out of the face-off circle is Draisaitl.
Not a big fan of that.
In comes Henrique. Take the draw against Byfield. And it gets into the corner. Fiala out to Laferriere. Shot.
Save.
Bad save by Pickard. And Draisaitl gets to center ice. Puts the puck high in the air. Goes over to the left wing. Top of the circle. Laferriere. Up the right to Byfield. Off the right wing boards it in. Kulak. The puck Colson on the left wing. Back to Brent Kulak. He'll skate in front of the Edmonton net. Long pass on the right. Was just by Draisaitl into the Kings' end. Doughty has it right wing corner. Through the middle. Almost gave it away to Puck Colson. But Byfield to center ice. He can dump it in.
A little bit more aggressive forecheck here from the Kings in the second. And Alley back off as I say that.
Nurse to Wallman. Snaps the puck into the King zone after he gained the center ice line. Nugent Hopkins around to the left wing. Goes to the top of the circle. Fogle got it out to Trevor Moore down the right wing. Stops up in the Oilers zone. Pass through the middle. That's broken up. Goes right back to Moore though. Behind the goal for Deneau. Deneau out to Moore. And just broken up by Bouchard. And Nugent Hopkins through the middle of the ice. Left wing to McDavid. In over the Kings line. Get it into the left wing corner. Anderson around the boards to Moore. Moore to get it out. Just through center ice. McDavid will come through the middle and poke it in to the Kings zone on the right wing. Doughty across to Anderson. Anderson on the right side. Shoots it into the Edmonton zone. It's in behind the Oiler net. Klingberg out from it through the middle of the ice. Klingberg cross to his partner Kulak. Dumps the puck into the Kings zone. Edmondson in the corner. Almost gave that away to Frederick. It rims on the left. Coming down was Kulak. Cleared out by Clark. Kuzmenko at center ice to Kempe. Off the right wing boards and in. 7:54 to go in the second. Tied at 2. Puck comes in front. Kopitar shot. That's saved by Pickard. And it goes out of play. Anze Kopitar got fed the puck right in the slot. And a good save by Pickard.
Yeah, Mark got bailed out. He knows it too. Tried to swing it quickly, and it was a excellent strip there by who else? Kempe to Kopitar. I'm telling you, if that had gone the other way, that might have been in the net the way Kempe's finishing right now. This line's been really good for LA. I mean, Kempe had Kemp going into tonight's game, and he's got a goal assist tonight. He had 7 points. He was -1. That's how good their power play's been.
That's how good their power play's been. And he's got a goal and an assist in this one. He's up to 9 points. And he's got goals in all 3 games of this series. Face off to the right of Pickard. Big stop off of Kopitar. 7:48 to go in the second period. Tied at 2. Bouchard on the right wing to Draisaitl. Tied up. Puck goes to Fiala. Shot. And that's kicked out by Pickard. Goes to the middle of the ice. Draisaitl to Bouchard. He'll bring it into the Kings' end on the right wing. Shot towards the net, but wide. Perry with that offering, and the puck along the left wing boards inside the Kings zone. Gavrikov will go over to the left. Gavrikov will get it out. Perry at center ice. Pass off the boards. It goes to Gavrikov of the Kings. Whoa. Out of Fiala to Laferriere. He threw himself offside. And then he gets hit by Nurse. Draw a bit of a crowd. Kane will get into it with Edmondson. Starting to heat up a little. It's good. 7:04 to go in the second period. Kings and Oilers tied at 2. Here in game 3.
Well, that's a little bit of gamesmanship.
Yeah.
Kings have started to win more draws. We're now even 50-50. Oilers won 66% of the draws in the opening period, so you can do the math on that.
Game 4 of the series will be Sunday here at Rogers Place.
I just think back, and look, it's a completely different time. The only guy playing tonight that was in the league back in 2006 playoffs was Corey Perry. He was with the Ducks that year. But against San Jose, the Oilers lost 2-1, 2-1 in San Jose. Rafi Torres' huge hit on Milan Michalek in Game 2. It was not easy for Edmonton, let me tell you.
Triple overtime in Game 3.
Right, and in the box a bit early. And then Edmonton just kind of gained some momentum and some belief. And San Jose didn't get a lot of saves, and Dwayne Rolson kept on stopping pucks.
Puck goes into the Kings zone, right side, right wing corner. Nugent Hopkins up against the boards with Doughty. And Deneau through the middle to Fogle. He'll get to center ice and he'll dump it in. There's a penalty coming up.
This is ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry, but
interference call against the Oilers.
You let a hit from behind on Corey Perry before the two penalties. Back to back here. And Fogle was moving his feet on the play.
Wallman to the box.
Well, now you need a kill.
Yeah. Oiler penalty kill. It's brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
I mean, Kuzmenko completely picked off McDavid on his. Wallman partially picked him off. And there's been a lot of that that's been allowed in this game.
Tied at 2, 6:32 to go in the second. Kings on the power play. Puck to the line. Kempe. Across to Fiala on the right wing, top of the circle. And behind the net to Kuzmenko.
So they're trying to get him on his backhand so he can't make any plays on his
Fiala's pass on that missed Kempe, and it comes out. And Nugent Hopkins puts the pressure on. He'll give it to Henrique. Henrique, the shot. Oh, glove saved by Kemper. Adam Henrique, a shorthanded opportunity. Kopitar will get it to center ice. To Byfield. Byfield across inside the Edmonton zone, and a good job sweeping it out to center ice by Janmark. It's poked into the Edmonton end. Nurse got to go back for it. Byfield on him. Gave it to Bouchard. Will get it to the line. That's going to come out. And Brown's after it. Brown's got it. He's in. The shot. Save made by Kemper. Off of Connor Brown. Kuzmenko brings it in. Cross ice to Clark. Into the Oilers zone. 5:25 to go in the second. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Kings here in Game 3. Puck goes near the side of the Edmonton net. Now on the left, and it's cranked all the way down the ice by Kulak. Oilers with 2 chances here shorthanded. Doughty to center ice. To Clark, to Doughty. Doughty brings it in on the right to Moore. On the blue line for Deneau on the right wing to Moore. To the blue line. Doughty scores. Doughty let it go from the point.
Chris is going to have to evaluate whether or not there was goalie interference.
I don't think Pickard ever saw it.
He didn't. It is unreal right now. 7 for 12. And the Oilers are doing a good job. No, nowhere near him.
No.
He just didn't pick it up.
That is a power play goal for the Kings. And they're up 3-2 on the Edmonton Oilers. Doughty with the shot from the point.
2 great saves by Kemper before that.
They had 2 layers of screen.
Fogle, the net front.
Yeah. Deneau in the high slot. 15:07 time of the goal, and the Kings have scored 3 straight in this game after the Oilers were up 2-0. The Kings are 2 for 2 on the power play.
And both late in the power plays.
McDavid into the King zone down the right wing. Can't get a pass in front of the net. Was it 2 great chances shorthanded as well. The center ice is Fogle. He'll dump it in. He'll go after it on the end boards. It's in behind the Edmonton net. It comes loose. Draisaitl up the right wing. Then cuts to the middle. Give it to Hyman. We'll go in behind the net. It's centering pass. That's broken up by Byfield. From the left wing point was Nurse to the left wing corner.
If I'm the Oilers, I'm flopping the next chance I get to draw a call here.
Draisaitl cycles it to McDavid. McDavid over to the right wing. In front of the net, went off of Kulak. Then put right through the slot. And it comes across. And Byfield can get it out. Down the right wing to Malot's going to drive to the net, and it goes off of Pickard. It's on the right wing, and in from the point, Gavrikov. 3-2 Kings, 3:35 to go in the second period. Back to the line, Edmondson shot, wide of the goal. Gavrikov, in from the right point, goes to the right wing corner. To the blue line for Kopitar. For Edmondson, now on the right to Gavrikov in front, directed wide by Kempe. Puck to the left wing point. Kopitar over to Gavrikov. Off the right wing boards. Crowd reacts. They thought Kempe tripped up Calvin Pickard. Draisaitl gets a loose puck for the Oilers. Through the middle to McDavid. Over center ice, he'll dump it in. It'll go to Kemper. Quickly played it to the right wing. Kempe got it to center ice. Kane on the right wing boards into the Kings zone. Right wing corner to Henrique, behind the net to Kane. Kane, pass in front, scores! Connor Brown has tied the game at 3.
Well, Evander Kane made about 3 good plays in that sequence. He chipped the puck into the corner, and then he was able to retrieve it himself, and then he just laid a puck into the middle of the ice. But he drove outside of Mikey Anderson. Henrique played it down low. Kane centered it short side. Brown tips it home.
17-19, time of the goal. First of the playoffs for Connor Brown. And the Oilers get back to even terms with the Kings. Tied at 3. Up the right wing, Trevor Moore trying to get by Wallman. One hands it, he scores. Moore got in behind Wallman. One hands it, 5-hole on Pickard, and the Kings are up 4-3.
You got to make a save, Cam. You need to stop there. I know he's cutting in hard, but you can't. That's just a momentum killer.
That's 9 seconds after the goal by Brown. Unbelievable.
Do you look at going with Skinner in the third period here?
Maybe. Moore gets his first of the playoffs.
That is unreal.
Cool. That's 17-28, time of that one. After the Oilers had tied it at 17-19. Arvidsson taking the draw. The puck goes to Kulak at the Edmonton blue line. Right wing to Draisaitl. Taken to the boards by Edmondson. Loose puck to Fiala. High in the air now. Kulak will bank it to center ice. Draisaitl to Podkolzin. Now into the Kings' end. A shot, and that one goes off of Brant Clark. Clark will rim it on the right side. That's not getting out. Kulak's pinching in, and it went up and hit the mesh. We get the whistle. With 2:05 to go here in the second. 4-3, Kings lead the Oilers in Game 3. We're going to take a break from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Did you know the Brick is proudly Canadian-owned and operated? We started right here in Canada over 50 years ago. Now, our 5,000 team members are proud to be your neighbor in more than 200 communities across Canada. And we support all Canadians with a growing selection of quality-made Canadian products and manufacturers. Nobody knows more about furnishing Canadian homes at the guaranteed lowest price than us. The Brick, saving you more.
All games, all seasons.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 4-3, Kings lead the Oilers. 2:05 to go here in the second period. It's game 3 of this series. Kings up 2 games to nothing. Face off in the Kings zone to the right of Darcy Kemper. Draisaitl, McDavid, Perry are on the ice. Klingberg and Kulak on defense. Deneau taking the draw for Los Angeles. And the puck to the left wing point. Klingberg, cross corner to McDavid. Goes in behind the net to the left. He'll put it in front of the goal, and that just went off his skate. McDavid's got it again left side. Flipped it to the corner. Deneau around the boards and won't get out. Draisaitl's pass to the right wing point. Now it gets back to Draisaitl's shot, and it hit Deneau, and it comes out. Klingberg into the, or at least to the King blue line. He was stood up at the line. And it's center ice. It's Connor McDavid. McDavid looking for an opening and has to shoot it in on the left. Kemper out to play it. Puts it up on the glass. On the right boards. Anderson to Doughty. Doughty to the center ice line. Softly dump it in, go off for a change. Klingberg coming out through the middle. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Off the boards and in. It's going to rim on the right. Edmondson behind the net for Gavrikov. We're into the last minute here in the second. 4-3, Kings lead the Oilers. And out through the middle of the ice, LaFerriere. In over the Edmonton line to Fiala. Fiala to the net, the shot, and the save by Pickard. He holds on to it. 46 seconds to go here in this second period. The Oilers down by 1.
Edmondson just got away with a slash right to the head.
Yeah, it was a high stick for sure. Inadvertent, but a high stick nonetheless. Face off to the left of Pickard. Nugent Hopkins will take the draw. Up against Quentin Byfield. Fiala in the high slot, wanted to shoot it, couldn't, gets another chance, he does, and it's booted out by Pickard. Fiala's going to keep it in. On the left wing, ripped towards the net, that hit Pickard in the mask as LaFerriere shot it. Frederick will get it out, 25 seconds to go in the period. Fiala shoots it back in. Bouchard up the left wing. Just off of Kane into the Kings zone. 14 seconds to go here in the second. Oilers down by 1. Kopitar lost it behind the net. Now regains it to the left side. Won't get it out as Bouchard had kept it in. Bouchard will turn. Couldn't get a shot. Goes to the left, and the period will come to a close. And the Oilers are going to be down by 1 after 40 minutes. They had a 2-0 lead at one point in this game. Kings then up 3-2. Oilers tied at 3. And the Kings go ahead 9 seconds later on a goal by Trevor Moore. They're up by 1. And the Oilers will need all that desperation and excitement and adrenaline they had to start off the game, to start off this third period.
Cam, need a kill, need a save, need a stop. And then got to sit there and put everything you got to the net here in the third period. The Oilers have not played poorly tonight, but they're down by a goal. 2 power play goals from the Kings at the end of shifts. Great goal from after it was 2-0 for Edmonton. Kempe with the rip job will concede that one. Fiala maybe got a piece of a stick. Both times high glove on Calvin Pickard. Threw a maze. Doughty at the end of a power play. And then right after, Connor Brown tied it. Potential backbreaker for the Oilers. 9 seconds later, Trevor Moore gets inside position on Jake Wallman. That's one I think you got to find a way to get a stop. I know he's hard driving the net, but bottom line is the Oilers down by 1, and they're going to need Pickard to give them a Grant Fuhr start the rest of the way and get some stops and then put some pucks on the net on Kemper.
So that's where we are. We're through 40 minutes here at Rogers Place. 4-3 the Kings lead. It has been Kempe, Fiala, Doughty, and Moore for Los Angeles. Nugent-Hopkins, Bouchard, and Connor Brown for Edmonton. 4-3 Kings lead here in Game 3 after 40. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they've got the intermission for you when we come back from Rogers Place. It's Fort Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Ready to score big on your outdoor space? It's game time with Park Landscaping. Transform your backyard into a winning arena with Park Landscaping's expert team. From design to maintenance of lush lawns and state-of-the-art synthetic turf to inviting pools and captivating water features, Park Landscaping will make your outdoor space the MVP. Don't sit on the sidelines. Get in the game with Park Landscaping. Call 780-486-2744 today or email info@parklandscaping.ca.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
The intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Greenwood corner to Henrique, behind the net to Kane. Kane pass in front, scores! Connor Brown has tied the game at 3.
That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the second intermission.
Wow.
Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown with you. That period had it almost all.
It did. So many things to happen. We can start from the back end and work our way forward.
Sure.
The Oilers penalty killing. It has been an Achilles heel in the first 2 games of this series. It's been an Achilles heel again tonight. They've survived the beginning of the LA Kings power play, but late in power plays, they're finding ways to score. Fiala scores from distance. Doughty scores from distance. Simple game plan right now the LA Kings have is getting pucks on net. They all seem to be going high. That's I don't know if that is something that they pre-scouted or just a coincidence. But the penalty killing is not good for the Oilers, but the Oilers still battled in this game. And what really hurts right now between periods for the Edmonton Oilers, they got a depth line goal.
Yes.
Later in the period, it's Henrique Kane and Connor Brown on the ice. The Oilers' top line was out there. They had a ton of chances. Kemper made a bunch of big saves, and you're like, oh, when are we going to get a break? And Henrique wins a battle, gets it to Kane. He wins a foot race and puts it in front, and Connor Brown outbattles Drew Doughty for a goal. That is a huge goal for the Edmonton Oilers. That is a depth line, their third line, scoring a goal, tying it up. There's nothing worse, and I've been in this position. I know exactly what's going on the bench. The Oilers have not even heard them announce the goal. They had not made the announcement, the goal by Connor Brown, before the LA Kings score. Yeah. And that is always a bad sign when the opposition team scores before you've even heard them announce your goal. Because what it does, when they announce the goal, there's already the crowd's got this energy because you scored, and this place was nuts. Yeah. And then about 20 seconds later, they announce the goal, and there's more energy, and that's just something to feed off as a team. But for the Oilers, they didn't get to that. Is we get Trevor Moore scores a goal and just quiets the crowd. So now you've lost any momentum, and you've lost the second surge from your goal. On that goal, there was no play. The LA Kings had the puck about their own hash marks. There was nothing going on. They threw an absolute bomb up the ice to Trevor Moore. Wallman can't get beat. Right. You've got to be, as the defenseman, you have to be below the forward. Pre-scouts tells you that Trevor Moore is very, very fast. Right. So if you're in a foot race, you're not going to win. So first mistake was by Wallman, not getting in the right place defensively. But having said that, that's a goal. Probably the first goal in the series that I can say should not have gone in. That's one that Calvin Pickard will save 99 out of 100 times, 999 times out of 1,000 times. Give credit to Moore. Took the puck to the net. He held off Wallman with one hand, and he actually flicked his wrist. He got the puck up. Like, the puck came up a couple inches off the ice. Yep. That's strength. But that's got to be saved. And a backbreaker, like a real backbreaker for the Oilers going in between periods.
Killer goal, no denying that. You know, it's funny, I had taken my headphones off for just a brief moment there. I could actually hear the wind go out of this crowd with that goal, right?
It does. It
just took the crowd right out of it.
This crowd was, I mean, they just scored a goal. It's 3-3. The Oilers had a bunch of good chances, and you're feeling good about it. And then it was disbelief, because it was one of those goals that it's like, whoa, okay, we were just looking down at the far end in front of the LA Kings net, and all of a sudden, 5 seconds later, the LA Kings score. So that's a tough one. Big third period?
Yes, I would suggest that. The other thing, too, I will absolutely guarantee you, on the highlight packages tonight, you're going to see the shot of Connor McDavid on the bench after that one goes in. And it's like, what do we got to do here?
See, I didn't see that.
Yeah, but you will. Trust me, you will see that.
I saw a couple of them from last game where they showed Connor and Leon with that. I imagine the look's going to be very similar. But what we also have seen in this game, too, before the LA Kings took their 3-2 lead on I believe it was the Doughty goal, that one. Yeah. Darcy Kemper made two unbelievable saves. The first one, Nugent Hopkins makes a nice play, and I can't remember who the first one had the chance. I think it was Connor Brown. Not positive, and I apologize for that. But he makes a really big save, and then the LA Kings almost kick it into their own net. And then about 20 seconds later, they get a breakaway. And if that goes in, it's 3-2 Edmonton. And again, all momentum on their side. The power play that has been killing them, they just scored a shorthanded goal, but Kemper makes another big save. And Kemper's given up 3 goals in this game. And his save percentage is not what it wants to be, but what he has done is he's given the LA Kings big saves at big moments. Now, he's going to need more of that, because there will be a push by the Oilers in this period. But that's what the Oilers need from Calvin Pickard. And there were some saves later in the period. Yes, the LA Kings actually had 2 or 3 other really good chances late in the period to extend the lead. And Pickard made those saves. But Calvin Pickard is going to have to probably take back 1 or 2 possible LA goals in the third period and keep it at 4 and allow the Oilers to come back in this hockey game. But the things that the Oilers struggled with in LA have reared their ugly head here in the first 40 minutes. The penalty killing hasn't got it done. giving up grade A chances, and they haven't got a big save yet.
And the other problem, now we're veering into a territory you just don't want to go if you're Chris Knobloch, and that is, some people here suggested, okay, so what are you going to do with the goaltending now? Well, let's see what happens in the final 20 minutes or some, and then kind of take it from there. But you can't be changing goaltenders on the fly in the playoffs because you're going to lose one of them emotionally.
Well, I see, that's something that's for another day to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now, there's one focus in the Edmonton Oilers dressing room, and that's win a period.
Find a way to win this.
Just win one. You're not even think about winning the game right now. You're thinking of win a period. Let's win a period, and that'll either allow us to win the game or that'll allow us to get into overtime to win the game. But it's simple. And the other thing, do not take a penalty. The Edmonton Oilers penalty killing unit has not. And again, the last goal, it wasn't the Doughty goal. It wasn't on the Killers, but it was a goal that was scored when they were shorthanded. And you just can't take a penalty because right now there's been zero answer to what the LA Kings have thrown at you.
All right, Rob, thanks. You're on fire, that intermission. Man, oh man, you're pumped up. Not necessarily in a good way. We'll take a break. We will come back with more. It is 4-3. The Kings lead the Oilers after 40 minutes of play. Big third period on the way. Yeah, it's coming down to that. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Edmonton police say a fire early Wednesday morning at a building under construction near 141st Street and 98th Avenue was arson. They're looking for any security video from the area between midnight and 7 a.m. Wednesday morning. And out on the federal election campaign trail, a large crowd gathered at a hangar near the airport in Calgary this afternoon to see Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre rail against the Liberal government.
Crime, chaos, drugs, and disorder are overtaking our once safe streets.
Liberal leader Mark Carney spoke today at a steel factory in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
We will stand with every single Canadian worker targeted by President Trump's attacks on our country.
NDP leader Jagmeet Singh campaigned in the Toronto area and London, Ontario.
All the greatest things that make us who we are things that New Democrats fought for and delivered. You can count on us to keep on fighting for you and your family.
Voting day is Monday. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Hey, Edmonton. Ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in store for details.
You can't win it all without a great team, and Portage College is ready to see you through your educational journey. With certificates, diplomas, apprenticeships, degree pathways, and micro-credentials, Portage College has options for everyone. Take advantage of their small class sizes and true community feel, and you'll have all the support you need to complete your education and take your next step on the way to greatness. Visit portagecollege.ca to learn more about Portage College's programs and services. Portage College, it's about you.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back at Rogers Place after 40 minutes of play. The Los Angeles Kings all of a sudden leading the Edmonton Oilers 4-3. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. In Montreal tonight at Bell Center, 21,105 taking it in, and they loved it. The Montreal Canadiens doubling up on the Washington Capitals 6-3. Cole Caulfield with 1 goal and 1 assist. Montreal still trailing the series 2-1, but they're back in it. And just a few minutes ago, it went to double overtime. And the New Jersey Devils winning it 3-2 tonight over Carolina. Simon Nemec with the overtime winner. Canes still lead the series 2-1, but Jersey back in that series. As we mentioned, this one here, it's a big third period for coming up for the Edmonton Oilers. They trail the Los Angeles Kings 4-3 going into period number 3. Your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The third period coming right up at the intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey and the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Legacy Heating and Cooling Jingle auditions take one for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman. Are you ready, guys?
We were born ready. Heck yes, Nuge. Drop the beat. Call Legacy. Call Legacy. We freaking killed it, Nuge. That's what I'm talking about, Zachary Martin Hyman.
Nice guys. We're going to sell a lot of air conditioners.
Hey, doesn't Legacy offer no payments and no interest for a year on those?
Yeah. Well, thanks for the assist on the copy points there, Nuge.
It's just what I do.
Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Going back to school can be as scary as taking the winning shot, but it doesn't have to be. Score a great future with Northern Lakes College and supported distance learning. NLC knows that students need attention, support, and the synergy between instructors and peers to keep motivated and connected. They are here to help you meet all your goals and cheer you on. Because at Northern Lakes College, they count their success one student at a time. northernlakescollege.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're getting set for the third period. 4-3. Kings lead the Oilers in Game 3 of this first round series. Oilers had a 2-0 lead at one point in this game. Kings battled back, take a lead. Oilers tie it. 9 seconds later, Kings go up. A very large third period upcoming. Henry, Kane, and Brown to start it off for Edmonton with Nurse and Kulak. Deneau, Fogle, and Moore on the ice with Edmonton and Gavrikov, who dropped the puck. We're underway here in the third period. Kulak on the left wing to Nurse. At center ice, he'll shoot it in. Edmondson behind his goal to Deneau. Deneau won't be able to get it past Evander Kane. Puck against the boards. Moore trying to get it out now. They get it to the line, and they do poke it out to center ice. Kulak to Henrique into the Kings end. To the left wing corner. Around to the right for Connor Brown. To Kane. Kane on the right wing. Up to the blue line. He'll turn. He'll shoot it. And the save made by Kemper. He'll hold on to it. Henrique was in front of the net. We're going to face off in the Kings zone. 39 seconds into the third period. The Oilers down by 1.
Well, I don't mind what Evander Kane did there. Let's put it on the net. You're down by 1. I don't think you played poorly tonight.
Oh, put everything to the net.
Yeah.
For a tip, a rebound, whatever. Draisaitl, Arvidsson, Podkolzin, with Klingberg and Wallman. Face off in the Kings end. Draisaitl along the right wing boards. Podkolzin to the line to Klingberg. His shot sails over the goal. In from the left wing point. It's Jake Wallman. It's in his skates. Now Byfield can get it out. Klingberg up the right wing. At center ice, he'll shoot it in. Arvidsson to the left wing corner. Doughty takes him to the boards. Podkolzin comes in to help. Behind the net to Draisaitl. Rims on the right to the blue line. Klingberg to Draisaitl. To the left wing point. Wallman. Shot. Lots of traffic. It goes wide. Byfield won't get it out. Podkolzin's going to keep it in. Goes to the side of the goal. Kemper will cover it up. We'll get a whistle. Minute 25 gone in the third. 4-3. Kings lead the Oilers. Face-off will be to the right of Darcy Kemper.
Well, if we had a turning point in this game, for me, 2-2 game. Oilers had 2 partial breaks, 1 clear cut on the PK.
Yes.
Kemper made a couple terrific saves. And then Drew Doughty floated one that Calvin Pickard didn't pick up. That made it 3-2. Then we had the quick exchange of the even strength goals. Don't like the 4-3 goal either.
Nurse to the left wing corner is going to drive it to the side of the net. Edmondson to the blue line, but it goes to Nurse. His shot off his stick and wide. Vogel high in the air and out with it. A bouncing puck. Deneau. He'll go to the net. A backhand. He put it over and out.
Saw Matthias Ekholm here during the intermission, and man, the Oilers miss him.
Do they ever?
But Cam, there's certain equalizers in hockey. And unfortunately, I mean, the Oilers have given up 16 goals in the first 8 periods of the series. They haven't got a lot of stops either. And they've now used both goaltenders. They're going to have to dig in.
Face off to the left of Pickard. Janmark wins the draw from Deneau. Right wing to Perry. Out through the middle to Frederick. Frederick into the Kings zone on the left wing. Behind the net to Corey Perry. To Trent Frederick. Goes to the right wing corner. Up the right wing boards. Blue line for Bouchard. To the right wing corner. Janmark to the line in the middle. Nurse. His shot. That goes wide. Comes off the end boards. He's looking for a redirection. Puck chopped to the blue line, and Bouchard kept it in. Janmark, he'll let it go. It bounces side of the net, went off the pad of Kemper. Bouchard from the right wing. The shot and the save made by Kemper.
Kemper's stick was below his goal line there.
Sent to the blue line, doesn't get out. Frederick put it wide on the left. Jammed out of the zone by Moore. Bouchard on the right wing to Frederick. To McDavid. He'll make a move, get it in across the shot. Saved by Kemper off the left wing. The shot by Zach Hyman. And Kemper holds on to it. 4-3 Kings lead. 2:45 gone here in the third. Face off to the right of Darcy Kemper. McDavid, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins. On the ice with Klingberg and Wallman. Kopitar to take the draw, the puck to the left wing. Hyman into that left wing corner with Doughty. Puck goes to Nugent Hopkins. Hash marks left side. Down low to Hyman. It's in behind the net now. With the skates of Anderson, but now Hyman with it to the right wing point. Klingberg getting away from Kempe, coming down the right wing, drops it off. McDavid to the middle, in front of the net, and he just missed Nugent Hopkins with it. Puck on the left wing. McDavid across the blue line towards the goal. To Nugent Hopkins. He'll go behind the net. He'll come in front of it. He'll shoot it. Somehow that hit somebody and stayed out. Kemper was on his face.
Kings were screaming for an interference call, and they were probably right. The Oilers got away with the pick there to free up the look. Just couldn't bury it.
It's in behind the Kings' net. Oilers down by 1, 3.5 gone here in the third period. Doughty up the right wing to LaFerriere, now to Fiala. Couldn't get it deep into the Oilers zone. Emberson for Edmonton to Brett Kulak.
And back into this very passive 1-2-2.
Kulak on the left wing. The Podkolzin will chop it to the left wing corner. Fiala able to get it out for the Kings. His pass to Byfield broken up. And it goes up and out of play. 4:05 gone here in the third. 4-3 Kings lead.
Kemper's fighting.
Yep.
He's a big man. He was down and out there. And he got lucky.
Yeah, it hit Kempe. It hit him in the shin pads as Nugent Hopkins came out from behind the net.
He's been everywhere.
No kidding. Face off, you can put it at center ice. Try it again. Okay. Henrique wins the draw. Kulak with it inside the Edmonton blue line. Kulak across the Nurse. Steps up over center. Dumps it in. That rim's on the right. Edmonton got it behind the net. And that was cleared out, but it went off the glass, so no penalty against the Kings, but a face-off in the LA zone. 4-3 Los Angeles here in the third period of game 3.
Gotta grind.
Gotta grind. Oilers down 2-0 in the series. Henrique in the face-off circle against Deneau. Goes to Edmondson and behind his net up the left wing to Fogle. Tried to direct it out. It hit Kulak. So it stays in. Henrique on the right wing boards. Up near the blue line. Now it's cleared out. Goes to Deneau. He's inside his line for the Kings. To Edmondson. Left wing to Deneau. Crosses blue line. Gavrikov up the right wing to Moore. He directs it in. Kings make a change. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Up the right is Kulak. Cuts to the middle. Blasts it on net. Saved by Kemper. He'll hold on. And there'll be a face-off in the Kings zone. I didn't mind that either. No. Kulak makes it almost look like he's going to dump it in and then drills it towards the net.
Lyle Odelide, remember him?
Yes.
He used to fake the dump in.
The rim, and then fire it on goal.
Brent Severin used to do that, too. Scored a couple of goals that way. When he was playing defense before he was used primarily as a fourth-line enforcer.
The pride of Vegreville, Brent Severin. Face off to the right of Kemper. Draisaitl out there with Podkolzin and Arvidsson. Dropped it once, wasn't good. They'll have to do
I have a distinct impression that the Oilers are not going to get another power play in this game. And the Kings have been disciplined. Some interesting calls in the series. But at the end of the day, the Kings have had 12 power plays. Edmonton's had 6. Even strength, the Oilers have been fine. They're even in this series.
Puck to the blue line. Bouchard to the right wing corner. Draisaitl, right wing point. Wallman fakes a shot. Now tried one. It went off of Kopitar. Kuzmenko off the glass and out. Won't be hard enough for icing.
The Colson just wallpapered Kuzmenko.
Wallman on the right wing. Caught Coles, and he'll shoot it in. Oilers down by 1 here in the third of game 3. Puck up against the boards inside the Los Angeles zone. To the left wing point. Wallman quickly across to Bouchard. Through the middle. Goes off a stick to the left wing corner. Anderson behind the net. Left wing to Kempe. Kempe can skate out for the Kings. Shot it in. His stick snaps in half. It goes into the Edmonton zone. Byfield to the middle. And a bad save by Pickard. Edmonton on the left wing point. To the right side to Fiala. Now off of Byfield. It comes in front. LaFerriere shot.
Great.
Off of Bouchard and out.
Great block by Bouchard.
We're going to take a break. 4-3 Kings lead the Oilers. We have played 6 minutes, 1 second of this third period. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. Sport Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions. All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 6 minutes, 1 second gone in the third. 4-3 Kings lead the Oilers in game 3. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the left of Calvin Pickard. McDavid will take the draw for Edmonton. McDavid out there with Nugent Hopkins and Hyman. Byfield in the face-off circle for Los Angeles. Klingberg and Kulak on the back end. Edmonton. Shots 27-21 for the Oilers. Klingberg up the left wing to McDavid. LaFerriere in front of him. Has to give it back to Klingberg. Goes behind the goal. Cuts right up the middle on the right. But Fiala breaking that up before it could get to McDavid. Fiala from the left wing. A shot. Stick save made by Pickard. Nugent Hopkins has come through the middle of the ice for the Oilers. In over the Los Angeles line. That goes off of Gavrikov out of play. Oilers get a face-off inside the King zone. Make a change. You get Draisaitl and Perry out there. They'll stay, and Connor McDavid will stay on the ice. Beno taking the draw for the Kings. Trevor Moore scoring 9 seconds after a goal by Connor Brown had tied the game at 3. It's given the Kings the 4-3 lead. Puck lifted up and out by Doughty. It gets into the skates of Nurse. Over to the left wing inside the Edmonton end. It gets to the corner, and there's Fogle with it for the Kings to the right wing point for Doughty. Across to Anderson on the left. Down the left wing, Moore takes a hit from Bouchard. It comes free in the corner. Bouchard will get it out between the Kings defensemen. It'll be on net, so it won't be icing. Doughty stops at the side of his goal. To center ice, to Fogle. Deneau just to the Edmonton blue line. Draisaitl into the Kings zone on the right wing. Holding onto it, now up against the boards. Oilers are trying to dig it free. McDavid in there, and it does come free, but it goes to Moore. And Edmonton's going to jump up, make it 3-on-2. And Edmondson down the left wing. Stops in the left wing corner. Cycles it. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Broken stick in behind the Edmonton goal. McDavid through the middle of the ice. Oilers down by 1 here in the third period.
I haven't had a shot on goal cam for about 4 minutes.
Klingberg to Wallman. Just got it over the line. It's hacked right back out. Janmark to Podkolzin at center ice. Across to Wallman to Podkolzin. He'll bring it in down the right wing. Stops on the right wing boards. To the point to Wallman. Keeps it in. Shoots it towards the net. It goes wide. Janmark left wing corner with Kopitar on him. To Podkolzin. He'll poke it back to the blue line. Klingberg into the left wing corner for Janmark. Left side for Podkolzin to the blue line. Klingberg makes a little move. He'll get dumped down. Puck goes to Podkolzin. Podkolzin to the point for Frederick. His shot, that's blocked. It hit Clark. Goes to the left wing corner. It's up against the boards. Kuzmenko now in behind his goal. Into the middle of the ice to Clark, and he'll get to center ice and shoot it in. Klingberg out from behind the Edmonton net. Oilers down by 1 here in the third. 8:45 gone. Kulak into the King zone on the right wing. Put it in behind the net. Rimmed by Doughty. It goes to the left wing point. Henry keeps it in down low. In behind the goal for Kane on the right to Kulak. Shot save made by Kemper. Puck along the boards inside Kings territory. And LaFerriere out to center ice to Byfield. Off his stick and in. Pickard rimmed it up the left wing for Kane. Kane into the Kings zone, left side. Around on the right to Kulak and knocked off his stick and out. Nurse inside his own end. The Oilers are making changes. He'll take it in behind the net. Now out through the middle of the ice for Nurse. And center snaps the puck in. It rims on the right wing. Goes to the top of the circle. Bouchard to the right wing corner for Hyman. Hyman up against the end boards. Bouchard's got to come in from the right wing point to help out. Puck to the right corner. Moore to the middle of the ice to Fogle. High in the air and out. It's going to go on end. It'll be icing. 9:59 to go in the third. Oilers down by a score of 4-3 to the LA Kings.
Well, the Kings were a very good defensive team in the regular season. Just second best defensive team in the league, and the Oilers dropped down the stretch because of all the injuries. But it's LA's offense in this series. 16 goals, 4-3 lead, and Edmonton in dire need of a game tire and a couple more stops to give them a chance to win it.
Face off to the right of Kemper. Goes behind the net. Edmondson in the left corner now. Out to center ice for Philip Deneau. Over center. Flip it just wide of the Edmonton net. Bouchard on the right wing. To Wallman. Up the right side to Draisaitl. Get through center. Into the Kings zone. Little drop pass to McDavid in behind the net. McDavid to the left wing corner. Up the boards, top of the circle to the blue line. Bouchard off the end boards for Perry. Perry and it poked away. It'll go to the blue line. Bouchard will keep it in. Right wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, cross ice pass, a little far for Bouchard. It goes to the left wing corner. Kopitar up against the boards. To the middle of the ice to Fogle. He'll get it out.
They're doing a great job of defending the Oilers right now. Edmonton's not getting much of a look anywhere.
Draisaitl to McDavid. Brings it into the King zone. Down the left wing. To the left wing point. Kulak shot. Blocked. It gets to the line and out.
This line's got to get off the ice there. Shift length is close to a minute and a half here.
Klingberg, left wing to Hyman. Into the King's end. To the left wing corner. Right in behind the net. Edmondson for Fiala. Fiala off the left wing boards and out. Hyman bumped by Klingberg. Goes into the corner. Nugent Hopkins, right wing to Klingberg. As the Oilers start a rush up the right side. Arvidsson, he'll come in. He'll shoot it off the post. Arvidsson just rang it off the post. And the puck out to center ice. And Fiala will drill it into the Oilers zone.
That's 2 posts in this game as well for Edmonton.
Kulak at the Edmonton blue line. 8:05 to go here in the third. 4-3 Kings lead in game 3. Frederick through the middle. His shot goes wide. It's into the left wing corner. Clark up the boards. That's not going to get out. It's top of the circle and now over to Gavrikov. Gavrikov to center. Off of Malott and in. Podkolzin behind the net into the corner. But Malott took it away for Deneau to the right wing point. Doughty kept it in. Right corner to Kempe. Kempe over to the left wing. Top of the circle. Cycle broken up. Janmark got it to the middle. To Podkolzin. Flips it to the right wing corner. Goes after. Runs into Anderson. Puck behind the net. Kopitar up the right wing. Can't get it out of the zone. Draisaitl keeping it in only for a moment. Kopitar clears it out. 7:05 to go in the third. 4-3 Kings lead here in the third period. Wallman through the middle. He'll get the puck to Kulak. The shot off the glove of Kemper. To the blue line. McDavid, a nice little move. His pass in front of the net off his stick. He had Draisaitl. Draisaitl on the right wing. To the right wing point. Wallman to the middle. His shot hit his skate. Goes to the side of the net. Here's the wraparound in front of the net. They hammer in. Scores! Evander Kane right at the edge of the net. Has tied the game at 4.
They never signaled a goal here, Cap. Kane thinks he's scored. They've never signaled the goal.
Oh, it went in.
It went in. Are they going to?
They just never saw it go in. But it definitely went in. It went right to the back of the net. But Kemper had one leg in there, and it might have been blocking out the referee.
I don't like what we're seeing here with McDavid and the referee. I do not like what we're seeing here.
Maybe they're just reviewing to see if it went in.
The ice is no goal to a kicking motion, but the play will be under review.
Well, look at it.
Do you think he got it with his stick?
He kicked it, but he might have got it with his stick before it went in.
I don't think this is going to count.
I need to see another replay.
I don't think he ever got a stick on it.
No?
No.
Yeah, well, then it won't be a goal. Because he definitely kicked it. But did he get his stick on it? Oh, he got a stick on it. Yeah, he did. Absolutely.
He did get a stick on it. He's right.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a goal. He kicked it, but he got his stick on it before it went in.
What do you think, Rob Brown? My initial reaction is this is not going to count.
I think he got his
so
stick
close,
on it.
but can you see the stick hit the puck? That's the problem. There's the kick. Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
For sure he did. No, that's gonna be a goal.
Remember, they did not call it a goal on the ice.
But
that's a goal. There's absolute evidence that he shot it into the net.
The other thing to look at too, guys, is his skates push Kemper's foot back.
They have to challenge that.
I don't know if you want to challenge that because if you're, it's close. If you're wrong, you're giving the Oilers a power play.
I don't think it is close.
Here's the call.
I don't think that's interference.
Let's go downstairs.
After review, the player of Edmonton was kicking the puck, but was able to play it before it crossed the line. Therefore, we have a good goal.
Tied at 4.
Now to the Kings challenge. Do the Kings challenge for interference? Kopitar's going across.
I don't think so.
Surely they've
That's not interference.
Surely they've had enough time to look to make a quick decision. LA's challenging again.
No, they're not. It's not interference. It's not even close to interference.
Look at how long they're taking. Are they going to take a timeout? They're going to take a time. The Kings are going to take a timeout. Timeout, LA. This is the right call here. Buys you some more time to evaluate whether or not you're going to challenge.
Oh, no. Good play by them.
Well, and they're having the discussion upstairs.
Evander Kane has tied this game at 4.
Now Drew Doughty's going across. Kopitar's coming on the ice. I think they're challenging, bud. They're going to challenge. They're going to challenge us.
I think they're going to lose.
LA has challenged the goal on the ice for goaltender interference.
Mooner, I don't know if this is a good play. Like the other night when Chris Knobloch challenged the off the glass and out, I didn't like that challenge because it was too hard to overturn.
Yeah.
This one here, I don't like the challenge if I'm LA because
I think they're going to say that Kane's skate, his foot was planted, and that obstructed Darcy Kemper from extending to make him the save.
I understand all of that, but to me, this is 50-50 at best. If you don't get it, you just let them tie it up, and now you're giving the Oilers a power play.
At best, I think it's 50-50.
I honestly, to me, this is a goal, and I don't see enough to even think about it.
I hate to sound like a nervous, you-know-what here, but my initial reaction was they were going to challenge it.
You know, they just showed a different angle, and the reason Kemper turned over is Kane's skate was by the pad.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
So right here, watch here.
They were going to challenge all the way, and I think they have.
To me, this is a goal. This is a goal, but my success rate is really, really low.
Spirit of the game, guys. Spirit of the game. This should count. I don't think it's going to. We have a quick decision.
To me, this counts.
We have a quick decision.
That's a good thing for the Oilers.
After review, the call on the ice stand. We have a goal.
That's what I figured.
And it would be assessed a 2-minute minor for delay game.
And now the Oilers go on the power play.
Yeah, Mooner, to me, that was just
I'm with you.
I don't understand the thought process on that. Your success rate was going to be well below 50, and now you're giving the Oilers a power play with all momentum on your side.
Kane's first of the playoffs from McDavid and Wallman at 13-18.
Rob, do you think LA challenges if they're down 2-0 in the series in this situation?
Go on the power play. It's brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com. We're tied at 4. 6:42 to go into third. It's game 3 of this first round series. The Oilers with the man advantage. Bouchard through the middle of the ice. In over the line to Draisaitl to Bouchard. Scores! Well, that didn't take long. The Oilers are up 5-4.
Switched up the zone entry, and LA overplayed it, and Draisaitl, they're so used to the drop and delay to McDavid on the zone entry. this is a different look, and the Kings got caught yapping, and what a pass by Draisaitl. He threads the needle. Bouchard has the second goal of the game.
That was 10 seconds after the Oilers tied it. They're 2 for 2 on the power play, and now they're up by 1. 13:28, time of that goal. Pandemonium at Rogers Place.
Now, what can happen here is you can't give one up in the next minute, Cam.
We're in the next 6.5.
Trying to play with the lead for a little bit here.
Kempe will direct it into the Edmonton bench. We got a whistle. Crowd is right back into this game. Oilers are up 5-4. We got 6:17 to go in the third. We're going to take a break. From Rogers Place, it's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Oh, what a game we got here tonight at Rogers Place. 5-4, Oilers lead the Kings, 6:17 to go in the third. Oilers score goals 10 seconds apart to take the lead. Evander Kane at 13:18. Evan Bouchard on the power play, mind you, at 13:28. After an unsuccessful challenge by the Los Angeles Kings.
Cam, I still think the Oilers are going to need one more goal to win this game.
You might very well be right. Because the Kings have not gone away at all throughout this game. They were down 2-0. The Oilers were rolling early, and the Kings came back. Now the Oilers come back in the third as Doughty gets to center ice, dumps it in. Takes a weird hop. It's in behind the net. Nurse rims it. Doughty keeps it in. Behind the net for Kuzmenko. Goes over to the left wing. Kuzmenko left side. To Kopitar, to Anderson, across to Doughty on the right point. And on the right wing behind the net to Kopitar, out to Kuzmenko, to Kopitar, to Doughty, his shot, and he sailed it over the Edmonton goal. Hyman trying to get it out. He can't. It's on the right wing. Kempe into the corner, taken to the corner by Nurse. To the blue line, Anderson to Doughty. To Kuzmenko in behind the net. Kuzmenko swung it in front and went off of off of Pickard, and now up to the right wing. It's Hyman into the King zone to the right wing corner. And Anderson will get it out. Fiala into the Oiler end on the right wing. Lost it. It gets it back. Has it on the right side. To the right wing point. Clark pulls to the middle. To the left side. To Edmondson. Left wing off the stick of LaFerriere. Now he has it. Behind the goal to Byfield. Under 5 to go in the third. Oilers up 5-4 on the Kings here in game 3. It's in behind the Edmonton net. LaFerriere to the left wing point to Edmondson. To the right for Fiala. To the right wing point to Clark. Clark will rim it. It goes in behind the goal. Klingberg, right wing to Arvidsson. High in the air and out. Oilers trying to make some changes.
What a press by the Kings, though, Jeff. Cam. You are Cam, right?
I believe so. Clark will flip it in. Pickard to the right wing for Bouchard. He'll get it out. Now to Brown. To the right wing corner to Henrique. Around the left. It'll come to the line. It will get out. In the neutral zone is Kane. And that goes offside at the Kings line. 4:05 to go in the third. Oilers are up 5-4 on the Kings. We're going to take a break from Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton. What a game 3 we've had so far. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the stream. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373, Pizza 73.
Did you know The Brick is proudly Canadian-owned and operated? We started right here in Canada over 50 years ago. Now, our 5,000 team members are proud to be your neighbor in more than 200 communities across Canada. And we support all Canadians with a growing selection of quality-made Canadian products and manufacturers. Nobody knows more about furnishing Canadian homes at the guaranteed lowest price than us. The Brick, saving you more.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
All games, all seasons.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Oilers up 5-4 on the Kings. Evander Kane and Evan Bouchard have scored here in the third to give the Oilers the lead in Game 3. 4:05 to go in the third.
Evander Kane with a goal and an assist in this game by being around the net. Putting pucks on net, getting it on the forecheck.
Face off outside the Kings' blue line.
And the Kings had 2 great shifts after the goal.
In the neutral zone, Fogle to Moore. Chopped away from him. Draisaitl will dump it in on the backhand. Clark goes in behind his net, rims it on the right to Deneau. He will get it out for Los Angeles. Nurse on the left wing off of Arvidsson. Clark across to Fogle. Makes a move at the Edmonton blue line. Lost it and it comes out. Clark on the right off of Deneau. They say it did not touch him. It's icing against the Kings. 3:30 to go here in the third period. Oilers up by 1.
It's been a wild hockey game.
Swinging back and forth, the momentum.
Within the game.
Within the game, yes.
The team that gets the last power play might win this game tonight, Cam.
Both teams 2 for 2 with a man advantage. Puck in the left wing corner of the Kings zone. Gavrikov up against the boards with Hyman. Still have it there. Comes to the top of the circle. Moore will bring it out for Los Angeles. At center ice, he dumps it in.
Again, one-man forechecking right now. Just manage the puck on the zone exits.
Wallman to Nugent Hopkins. Over center. Dumps it in. It goes after it on the end boards. Doughty in the right wing corner. Under 3 to go here in the third. Edmonton up by 1. DeFial up to center ice. Able to dump it in. McDavid to the line. It went off at Doughty. That's offside. Kings have to clear the zone. Pass through the middle. Just missed Janmark. He'll get to it in the Kings end. Up the left to the blue line. The shot. the save by Kemper off of Henrique as Janmark found Henrique coming into the King zone, and he hammered it on net.
Janmark's been effective with his speed in this game. Probably deserved a better fate of the PK. Instead of firing a wild shot of the net, stopped, popped, and dropped it on his backhand. Time and space for Henrique, who's got a good shot.
2:35 left. The clock not going nearly fast enough for the Oiler faithful here at Rogers Place.
Let's not forget LA tied a game in here late and then won it in overtime a couple years ago. But if you play in their zone, like your chances.
Off the draw, shot and a glove save by Kemper. He'll keep it alive and put it down in behind the net to Kempe. Right wing to Kopitar, to Adrian Kempe. Comes out of his end. Kemper's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. And the puck rolled into the Edmonton zone. 2:18 to go in the third. Oilers up 5-4. Puck on the point. Doughty across to Fiala. Down the left wing into the left wing corner. Rims on the right to Kopitar, to the blue line to Doughty, to Kopitar right side into the corner. Fiala to Kopitar to Doughty. His shot saved by Pickard, and he covers it up as everybody gathers to the front of the Edmonton goal.
Well, that was an excellent pull by the coach for LA. I mean, you got to give Jim Hiller credit, because I don't think when Darnell Nurse went back to play the puck in the left corner, he was aware that they had the extra man on the ice. I think you're going to have Henrique out here to take a draw, support McDavid, or maybe go Nugent Hopkins and McDavid with Hyman. Empty net for LA.
A minute 57 to go here in the third period.
And Cam, this is where not having a right-handed faceoff man makes it a challenge.
Shot that went to Pickard, that got tipped at least
twice. He fought it off, didn't he?
Yeah, that got redirected a few times. McDavid taking the draw against Kopitar. It goes to the left wing point. Kempe comes down the left top of the circle and spins back to the blue line. To Doughty on the right now to Kopitar. Saucers it back to Doughty. It's hopping. He gets hit by Hyman. Hyman will get it out through the middle to McDavid. He's got the empty net. Scores! Connor McDavid makes it a 6-4 Oilers lead.
Well, Zach Hyman made the play because he got inside positioning and knocked the snot out of Drew Doughty and won the puck battle. And then he poked it free, and McDavid was gone. The Oilers are up by 2.
3 straight goals here in the third period to put the Oilers up by a couple.
Big hit by Hyman, presence of mind just to feather it into the middle of the ice, and the reaction on the Oilers bench after. Now remember, there's still a minute 40 left here. You can see LA pulling Kemper again.
Will get to center. Now to Moore, just to the Edmonton blue line, off the stick of Kulak. Nurse behind the net to Brett Kulak. He'll go to the left wing corner and now go up in the air, way up into the air and out. LaFerriere has to deal with the bouncing puck. Deneau with it now. Deneau through the middle to Moore. Moore lost an edge, lost the puck, and Draisaitl will dump it towards Kemper. He'll hold on to it, and there'll be a face-off in the King zone with 1:07 to go here in the third, and Edmonton up 6-4 on the Los Angeles Kings in Game 3.
Oh, what a surprise. A little bit of gamesmanship between Deneau and Draisaitl.
David from Hyman on the empty netter.
What a play by Hyman, though.
Oh, unbelievable.
Like he depleted Drew Doughty on that play.
Well, was the only
in football, that's a slobber knocker.
And then had the presence of mind to get the puck.
Yeah. What an emotional night at Rogers Place. Wild swings.
Just amazing.
What do we say about Calvin Pickard, the sort of start third period he needed to give him?
Yeah.
A Grant Fuhr performance tonight.
Face off to the right of Kemper.
We still got a minute left here. And Kemper's coming.
Kemper's going to the bench right now as the Kings bring it up the ice, and Campbell shoot it in. It rims to Byfield, to the blue line to Doughty. Now into the corner to Kopitar. To the blue line, Kempe is shot. He fanned on it. It comes in front of the net across to Kopitar. To the blue line to Doughty. Right wing to Kopitar. He'll shoot it. That doesn't get through. 40 seconds left. Off the right wing. Fiala into the corner. Kopitar's pass to the middle. It's broken up, and Arvidsson's going to get it out. He'll skate down the left wing. Caught by Kopitar. 30 seconds left to go in the third. Byfield in on the right wing. Drops it. Fiala to Kempe. Shot save made by Pickard. And the puck into the right wing corner. They got it up against the boards. Fiala gets it free in front. Oh, wow. What a save by Pickard with a left pad. And it's flipped down the ice. And Brown, the empty netter. It's 7-4 for the Edmonton Oilers here in Game 3.
I think Calvin Pickard's going to get an assist on that goal. That's his best save of the night. And Connor Brown's got his second goal of the game. And the Oilers have rescued this one. After a real tough fourth goal from LA. 2.5 minutes left in the second period. And the Oilers have put up a 4 spot here in the third.
7.4 left, so 1952 will be the time of that goal. What a stop by Calvin Pickard. Came across, got it with a left pad.
Look at this. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, Deneau did a number on Puljujärvi a couple years ago. I know for a fact Janmark challenged him the other night. We know Nugent Hopkins has challenged Deneau. Well, it's going to happen here. No. The Oilers got the win.
Clark will drill it down the ice. Pickard gloves it. The game's over. The Edmonton Oilers are right back into this series. It's a 7-4 win here in Game 3. Kings still lead it 2-1, but the Edmonton Oilers had to have a third period comeback. They were trailing after 40 minutes, down 4-3, and get 4 straight goals. Evander Kane, Evan Bouchard, Connor McDavid, and Connor Brown, the goal scorers. And the Oilers win this one 7-4.
What a wild puck.
Unbelievable.
Like, this had every emotion possible. They just showed the McDavid family in the crowd.
Wow.
You said it, Cam. Wow.
Wow.
I think it'll be Brown from Podkolzin and Pickard.
Yeah, it should be. Because that was, went off his pad. It should be, but we'll see. An amazing game. Oilers have to come back. They're right back in the series. Incredible third period.
And now you got to recalibrate. And you got to be ready.
Well, yeah.
You got
to do it again now.
You got to do it again.
We head downstairs. Brendan Escott standing by with Jake Wallman.
Well, Jake, there's your first playoff game in Edmonton. Give me your initial impressions.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you got to expect around here. Fans are great and definitely backed us up tonight. And it was a great effort from the boys, and fans for sure helped us there.
And no lack of emotion or swings in this game for sure. Just take me inside what you were thinking as that sequence unfolded with the 2 reviews back-to-back like that.
Yeah, I mean, you never know nowadays what's going to happen, but we were pretty confident, and it's just a good job the guys getting in the net, and that's how we're going to score our goals dirty like that. And happy that counted.
We know momentum doesn't really transfer from one game to the next, so I'll ask you just simply, what steps are you taking between now and Sunday to make sure that you guys can bring a similar effort there at 7:30 when the puck drops?
Yeah, no, I think momentum does play a factor. I think we're at home now and trying to take care of business here, and then get back back on the road, so we just got to take care of business to use this momentum and keep going.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys?
All right, thanks very much. Brendan Escott downstairs with Jake Wallman. Edmonton Oilers 7-4 win over the LA Kings here in Game 3. Kings still up 2-1 in this series, but just an incredible night here at Rogers Place. Oilers were up 2-0 in the first period. All the momentum going their way. The place is going crazy. The Kings battle back in the second. They're up by a score of 3-2. Edmonton ties it. It felt like the momentum had swung, but 9 seconds later, Trevor Moore scores to put the Kings up 4-3 through 40. And it really cast a bit of a pall into the building. It was quiet in the first or the second intermission. And then the Edmonton Oilers get goals by Evander Kane. That goal gets challenged. The challenge is unsuccessful. The Oilers get a power play. 10 seconds later, they score to go ahead and get a couple of empty net goals.
Yeah.
What an emotional roller coaster.
You nailed it, Cam. I mean, this was quite something right now. And even Pickard in the third period, you know, he couldn't afford to give anything up, and he didn't.
And he didn't.
And he didn't. And look, he had a shaky game through 2 periods. But he overcame some tough moments, and so did
But so what? They got the win, and he was really good in the third. You said a Grand Fuhr type third period, and that's exactly what it was. Oh my. Rogers Place,
it was a beauty tonight, man.
Absolute.
I was an old-fashioned canoe tipper.
Wasn't it, though? Wasn't it?
I mean, it was like hot tub time machine night here. You know what? This series has been like the LA Kings, Cam, have scored 16 goals in the first 3 games. But you know what?
Yeah.
The Edmonton Oilers, they've scored 14. And they've got Game 4 at home, and they got to come out. I mean, they pounded Los Angeles in this hockey game. I don't have the final hits, but I will tell you, through 2 periods tonight, the Oilers were out hitting LA 30-21, and they never stopped hitting all night long. And just perhaps the physical embodiment of that physicality was the empty net goal for McDavid that sealed this one for Edmonton. And that was on, you got an updated total?
39.
The Oilers had 39 hits tonight.
39.
I mean, it's not like it was in the late 90s, but it's a different game. You can't hit the way you could in the late 90s. But Zach Hyman winning the puck battle on the wall, depositing Drew Doughty, knocking him ass over tea kettle on the play, and then still having the presence of mind. That was an absolute awesome performance.
How about Evander Kane? The guy missed 10 months. This is just his second game back. He gets a goal and an assist, and you talk about laying out the body. He was doing that all game too.
Yeah.
So just great impact by Evander Kane. A couple of goals by Connor Brown. What a night here. A couple of goals by Evan Bouchard. 3 points for Connor McDavid. It was something. 7-4 the final. The Oilers defeat the Kings, and the Oilers still trail the series 2-1.
But they're in it now.
They're all right back in it, and now all the focus will go towards Game 4 on Sunday.
Yeah, it was something.
It absolutely was. 7-4 the final. Oilers over the Kings. Our Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers post-game show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
To the right wing point. Wallman to the middle. His shot hit. His skate goes to the side of the net. Here's the wraparound in front of the net. They hammer in. Scores! Evander Kane right at the edge of the net has tied the game at 4. It's Game 3 of this first round series. The Oilers with the man advantage. Bouchard through the middle of the ice. In over the line to Draisaitl to Bouchard.
At Sobeys and Safeway.
Well, that didn't take long. The Oilers are up 5-4.
There you go. That's the Century Casino Highlight Zone. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos. 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. The Oilers rally from a 4-3 deficit after 2. They put up 4 goals in the third period. They beat the Kings 7-4, and we got a series. This is the Rogers postgame show.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with
win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
It goes to the left wing point. Kempe comes down the left, top of the circle, and spins back to the blue line. To Doughty on the right, now to Kopitar. Saucers it back to Doughty. It's hopping. He gets hit by Hyman. Hyman will get it out through the middle to McDavid. He's got the empty net. Scores! Connor McDavid makes it a 6-4 Oilers lead.
All right, that's the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance goal of the game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca as we bring aboard our inside the game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, I stopped the pro scouts on the way by after the power play goal by Bouchard. 10 seconds after the Oilers won basically what amounted to 2 challenges. The refs initially waved off the goal and saying that Evander Kane kicked the puck in. It clearly showed that he did get his stick there. My concern all along was goaltender interference. The Kings elected to challenge. You said they shouldn't challenge.
Nope.
The 3 pro guys I talked to all said the same thing.
Well, it made me...
They all said the same thing, and it was, what the heck? In that situation.
Well, here's
and then the Oilers scored right away.
Well, here's the thing on that one, Bob. There was no... It didn't look like goalie interference. If you're in with about 3 minutes to go in the game, that was a goal to put the Oilers ahead. It's worth a risk at that point. But there's 7 minutes to go in the game. It's 4-4. The Kings are on the road. They have a chance. It's a tie game with 7 minutes to go. They can still win the hockey game. If you challenge and you're wrong, which we all looked up here and said they're not calling that back. Now you're shorthanded. All momentum's on the Oilers side. You knew they were going to score, and now you're chasing a game. If the LA Kings do not win this series, it's going to go back to that challenge right there. That was... I have no idea why they would imagine to challenge that, and they had about a minute and a half to decide on it because the goal, the first the challenge, if it was kicked
they took
a timeout. To me, that was inexcusable as a coaching staff to challenge that in that moment. It cost them the hockey game. I don't know. Maybe the Oilers still win the game, but that right there guaranteed a loss for the LA Kings. Terrible call by the coach.
All right. So McDavid was driving it. The Oilers' power play created 2 goals. Bouchard with a pair.
Yep.
You know where he's at. He's in the top 3 all-time in points per game in the playoffs for defensemen. McDavid's number 2 all-time in points per game behind Wayne Gretzky. Draisaitl, a couple assists. Hyman. I want to talk about Evander Kane.
Yep.
I want to talk Evander Kane because, frankly, that line was Brown, Kane, and Henrique. They tied the game 3-3 because Evander won 2 puck races and then got the puck to the net, and Brown was the right place at the right time. And then Kane in the paint. The Oilers got boxed out every game this year against LA, Rob. And tonight, Kane was a he was a force. He played some of his best hockey against the Kings.
Well, it's funny. I've never experienced what he's experienced by being gone for 10 months and then coming back in this kind of situation. I figured that what he could bring was a physicality. I didn't know if there would be too much rust to be someone that could bring something offensively. I thought that might be too much to ask. His physicality has been there, but it's been a tamed down physicality. He's not taking silly penalties. He's not running all over the ice and putting himself out of position. He's finishing checks and finishing them hard, but he's taking the puck to the net. And the one that he set up, huge goal at the time, he wins the battle, goes around, and he puts it in the right spot in the blue paint. They win a battle and they score that one. On this, they got some lucky bounces on his goal, but he stood in the blue paint, took a beating, and he is so physically strong. He has two guys pounding on the back, trying to get him down. He knows that he kicked the puck. He knows that. So he's doing everything he can to somehow get his stick on it before it crosses the line. He does. Evander Kane has been excellent. In the 2 games that he's been back, he has been excellent. And what he does is he allows the Oilers to have a third line that can create offense, as we saw that tonight with a couple goals.
You know who's been a pretty good addition as well and settled things down a bit? And I think they got to keep him in. It's Klingberg on the right side. He played 18 minutes tonight. He makes plays.
He does. And what you were worried about was, some defensive things, because he struggled at times when he first got here, turning and getting beat defensively. Haven't seen any of that. He's very heady. I mean, the guy was an all-star. He was a very, very good offensive player for a number of years. You always are able to think the game. That doesn't go. Your hands might get a little rusty. You might not be able to skate as quick as you used to, but you always understand the game. He's been very good. This is the best defensive team in the National Hockey League, the LA Kings, and this has turned out into a 1980s series with the scores. But I know that there was doom and gloom, and there's so many people talking about the series wasn't going to go on. The Oilers hadn't played a home game yet. Tonight was their first home game. I felt tonight was going to be the easier of the two. I think Sunday's game will be the tougher of the two.
Absolutely.
And if the Oilers win, best of 3. Exactly what you want after this first 2 games. The Oilers lose, well, then it just gets a little bit harder. But the Oilers look good in this game. And the one thing about Evander Kane, each game is going to get a little bit better.
Yep.
And that is huge going forward. Klingberg is going to get a little bit better in each game. So it was a good game, and I think the biggest thing is the Oilers power play woke up, and the Oilers power play won them a hockey game.
Still can't kill a penalty. I mean, it's unbelievable. They're 7 for 12 in the power play. The Oilers now are 2 for 7. But Edmonton's outscoring LA at even strength. Rob, great stuff.
Sounds good, Bob.
The Plus Play of the Night brought to you by Catelli Protein Plus with classic taste of Catelli and 17 grams of protein. It's the most delicious way to score with your taste buds on and off the ice. And we're going to give it to Zach Hyman. He had 2 assists, and it was the second assist, the play that he made, winning a physical battle with Drew Doughty. He gets it to McDavid for the empty net. I mean, you could say Kane on the net drive in the 4-4 goal. That was a huge moment, obviously, in the hockey game, too. And Kane finished the game with 5 hits. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
Get ready to live sky high. Sky Signature Suites offers remarkable units for rent featuring sophisticated floor plans, designer finishes, and breathtaking views. Experience resort-like amenities including a full-time concierge, yoga and fitness studios, golf simulator, plus indoor and outdoor lounges for you to live your best life. Visit SkySignatureSuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
Ready to score big on your outdoor space? It's game time with Park Landscaping. Transform your backyard into a winning arena with Park Landscaping's expert team. From design to maintenance of lush lawns and state-of-the-art synthetic turf to inviting pools and captivating water features, Park Landscaping will make your outdoor space the MVP. Don't sit on the sidelines. Get in the game with Park Landscaping. Call 780-486-2744 today or email info@parklandscaping.ca.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
You're tuned in to the Rogers postgame show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, let's go to the Pizza 73 out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73. The New Jersey Devils, Simone Nemec, scored the GWG in OT. Not a great goal, by the way, given up by Freddie Anderson, but New Jersey will take it double overtime. They're back in the series. They're still down 2-1 to Carolina. The final score, their 3-2 double overtime victory for the Devils. Of course, they're playing without Jack Hughes and Luke Hughes, like some good players. Those would be the players that Jim Rutherford sort of mentioned in that end of the season Vancouver Canucks press conference. Interesting. All right, the Hughes boys. I digress. The Montreal Canadiens, emotional game tonight at the Bell Center, and they get a 6-3 victory on a night over the Washington Capitals. It's now 2-1 for the Capitals in the series. The Canadiens lose Samuel Montembeault. Friendly Fire got a piece of Logan Thompson, the starter for Washington, so both teams finished the game with their backups. In the Western Hockey League tonight, Gavin McKenna, the second player in Major Junior history to have a 50-game point streak. The other guy was Alexander Radulov. Radulov did it as a draft +1. McKenna, a draft -1. He's a 20-26. He had a goal and assist tonight. Berkeley Captain, the first-round draft choice of the Seattle Kraken. He had 4 points. Spokane won 3 overtime games against Victoria. Victoria's got a couple pretty good defensemen. One guy who might go 1 pick behind McKenna in the draft a couple years from now, named Keaton Verhoff from Fort Saskatchewan. But tonight, Spoke pounded Portland 10-4 in Game 1 of their series. Wow, they can score some goals, that Spokane team. Of course, Spokane did win the 1991 Memorial Cup, if I recall correctly. And did they not win one? What year was that when they broke the trophy? Was that them that broke the trophy? I think it was in 2008. Anyhow, here at Rogers Place, what a game. And it was looking dire if you're an Oiler partisan after 2. Edmonton, Evander Kane, Connor McDavid willed the puck into the net. Originally it didn't count. Then the official said it did count. Then the Kings challenged it. They lost the challenge. The Oilers went on the power play. The Oilers had 2 power plays in this game. They scored at the 3-second and 10-second mark of the power play. And both times it was Draisaitl and McDavid, or Draisaitl and Bouchard combining, and then a couple empty netters. Edmonton wins 7-4. We got ourselves a series. This is the Rogers postgame show, the Oilers Radio Network.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Let's go to the Molson Cup 3 stars, presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra Export or Excellers of Molson with your name on it, you must be of legal drinking age. Connor McDavid had a goal and 2 assists tonight. He was not a start. Leon Draisaitl's a pair of assists on Bouchard's 2 power play goals. He's tonight's third star. Adrian Kempe, 1 goal, 2 points plus, or -3 in this game, but he was brilliant. He's tonight's second star. Evan Bouchard with a pair of goals, including the game winner on the power plays tonight, first star. The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Oilers Game 4 playoff series against LA will take place at 7:30 on Sunday night. For my play-by-play partners this season, Cam Moon, along with Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Brendan Griffith, studio producers, Kellen Kennedy at the helm tonight, Eamon Hashem, ace engineer, Troy Bowler. This is Bob Stauffer saying so long, everybody, from a wild and raucous Rogers Place.